And we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Lunchtime Puff. I'm your host, Bugsy. So, give me just a second to get things in order. Oh, damn. Finished getting things in order. I didn't get in order before I started. So, I want to give a big happy birthday shout out to Kaya. And say, cheers for the Lunchtime Puff. Oh, yeah. Started the stream up before I had everything set up. Apparently, I can't hear whether I'm turning on the secondary monitor or not. I got shit in the way. Blocking the infrared stuff. It's up and running now, though, ain't it? Gotta love it, gotta love it. Come on, come on. Come big, come small. Anyone want to have a lunchtime smoke panel? Hi, Magical Garden. I don't know if the chat's going to let me post links today or not. Seeing how it didn't last time I was streaming, but I was out of town yesterday. I was up in town, up in the city, up in the big city. Didn't have my computer with me nor my phone charger, so I was kind of. How's it going, Magical Garden?
Hey, man, not too bad. How are you?
Good.
All right. No echo?
Hello, hello.
Good? Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, man, everything's good. Just had a big hoot. Feeling good. Bah. Yeah,
Right on.
yeah. Feeling positive, you know?
Yeah, me and
I'm
my
telling
me
you.
and one of my me and one of my daughters just got home. We went up to the city to celebrate niece's birthday party.
Right
Ended
on.
up
Your
ended
birthday.
up having a couple of drinks and staying the night up there.
Whereabouts was that?
In the city's called Glendale. It's a suburb of Phoenix.
Okay, cool. Had a good time, eh?
Yeah,
Right
had a
on.
few drinks. Had a few drinks. Smoked a bunch.
What were you drinking?
Captain Morgan and Pepsi. I was going to say Captain and Coke, but it wasn't Coke.
Right
We
on.
just happened to have access to Pepsi when we started drinking.
Yeah, yeah.
It was already well into the night when we started drinking.
Yeah, you like the light or the dark?
Of the Captain Morgan,
Yeah.
I enjoy both of them.
Yeah, yeah, rum's nice, eh? I like rum. Yeah.
There's only one thing I don't like about rum. It makes me mean and get in fights usually, which it doesn't like when I'm hanging out with family and stuff. But like at the bar, for
Oh,
some
that.
reason it makes me hoot and holler at the bar.
That's not good.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, right? If you enjoy
Yeah.
yourself on it, that's it, right?
Right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Hell no.
I've seen myself go out at one time looking for it, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So is that the first time you were in Pilgor's room?
Yeah, I had never been on Pilgor's before, ever.
He's all right guy.
Yeah.
A lot of people think he's controversial, but I don't know.
Well, that, like I said, that's the first time I'd ever been in his room, and I apparently hadn't seen him in any other people's panels because I hadn't heard him ever say a word as far as I can remember.
Yeah, I don't really see him showing up in other people's panels. He pretty well just shows up on his own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's pretty lonely where he is, right? I don't know. Is it pretty lonely up in them areas?
I mean,
Because
like a shortage of people who grow, like it can be a grow community.
yeah, like I
It,
guess you wouldn't really want to socialize yourself with anybody, would you?
well, if you're any larger than what is legal for a personal grow, you have to have special medical grow tax license and stuff like that. So it's not like you don't just grow and grow and grow here. You can't. You have to
Right.
stick strictly to the 12 plant plan of a household, 6 plant per person. You got to have 2 people that smoke in the household to grow 12.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's not that
Otherwise,
much though.
you're only allowed 6 plants per person. Now, see, for us, like me and my
Right.
dad likes going down to the store and buying his topicals. He likes the medicated stuff that goes on your joints and
Mm-hmm.
skin rash stuffs and
CBD
stuff
shit.
like. Yeah. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
Mr. Morgan, how are you, sir? Yeah. Yeah, my father used to be the same way. He liked rubbing topicals on his joints and stuff like that, right?
My dad likes the. He's almost like the local witch doctor. He's got the supplements and stuff to put on and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Just eating, Dave?
Eating some
Yeah,
fish and chips.
fish fingers.
I wish I was eating some fish and chips right now.
I had some pretty good salmon for dinner last night.
Oh yeah,
Had
I like
steak.
salmon.
I had some steak and I had some salmon and I had a brat. I got fed well last night.
It's good, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Some Velveeta shells and cheese.
Velveeta's good, man. Yeah. My aunt always used to eat that Velveeta and crackers, eh? Always used to
Yeah.
be at her kitchen table, you know?
Did she have one of the wire cheese slicers that she would use?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
My mom and dad liked doing that for a
Yeah.
long, long time. Yeah. But they would buy different kinds of cheese. Like one time they'd get a block of sharp cheddar, another time they'd get the actual longhorn cheese.
Yeah. I like the sharp myself, but she always used to go for the Velveeta. You know, in the package, how it comes in the package, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That used to be her cheese, man.
It's easy to cut. it doesn't break the wire of the cheese cutter and stuff like that. You get good hard cheese, it can be kind of hard to cut sometimes.
Yeah. It's like a spread cheese almost, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're great for grilled cheeses because it doesn't take nothing to melt it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, yum.
Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, Dave.
Can't beat a good piece of mature cheddar, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just saying, I like the sharp cheddar myself.
The more mature, the better.
Oh yeah.
I eat that shit when it turns purple.
Well, I like blue cheese, so
Blue cheese is good. I get that.
a lot of people won't eat it because it's got cheese mold on it.
It's good for you. It's like penicillin. Free
Yeah.
penicillin. Right
That's
now.
the flavor, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And if you like blue cheese, you gotta accept it for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I know it.
It's good.
Man, Ireland has some delicious ass cheese and milk. Dairy in Ireland is brilliant.
Is it
Anything
it
like
I bet it
mostly
is.
sheep, goat, or cow?
Cow. It's always cow. Who the fuck wants to drink goat milk? Many people
Well,
have to.
I mean, a lot of people do make cheese out of goat milk, right?
Mexicans
who
like
wants it?
cheese made
You
of.
have to like force people to fucking eat it.
No, the Mexicans make some pretty good goat cheese.
Yeah. And then they say it's traditional and you have to eat it.
No.
We don't say our milk and our
And-
cheese is traditional. People just want to eat it. Delicious.
That's the same way with that cheese. I like all
I just
cheese.
ate like 4 slices of pizza.
I like all cheese except for the kind that come in the little plastic wrappers. I don't like that.
You like Fremunda? Fremunda cheese.
That's not cheese. That's ball froth.
It's Fremunda the fridge.
Ball froth. It's like when a horse gets real sweaty and the foam starts coming out from under the saddle. That's from under cheese.
Yeah, Fremunda cheese.
From under my balls, from under the saddle.
Fremunda somewhere.
Yeah.
I made up one of those one night and got Hamilton with it. I can't remember what it is right now.
What was it?
It's something stupid.
Oh.
Oh, I asked him, does he have a worm do? He's like, what's a worm do? And I was like, a worm crawls across the ground like this. I was like confused. He didn't know what. I was like, do you have a worm do? He's like, what's a worm do? And I just say a worm crawls across the ground. So we're all wriggling. It's a worm.
That's awesome.
I can't remember where I heard that. I heard that on TV somewhere years ago. I just remembered it. Like, I bet you Hamilton will fall for it, and he did. He fell straight for it.
For as much as he's reliant on the English language, he falls short with it sometimes.
I don't know. Maybe no. It's just a European joke. If I done it to you as well, you'd probably fall for it.
No, I would have caught that.
All right, well, you would have spotted that one, but I bet you could do other ones. I'm constantly making up weed names, and no one ever calls me on it. Hamilton is the only one that calls me on it. He's the only one that knows I'm bullshitting. Like, people would be saying stuff like, "What's everybody smoking on tonight?" And I said, "Oh, I'm smoking on Ape Train Wreck Kush." Like, and no one turns around and goes, "That's not real. That's fake." No one ever does that, but I just make it up.
Well, they're all made up anyway.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, I call some of mine grape bubblegum, and I don't know what it was named. I just named it for the terps that I got it to grow last year.
Oh yeah, but you're not purposely lying. I'm purposely lying. That's the difference. I'm just making shit up, but people don't want to call me on it. What are you smoking? Silverback Gorilla? I'm smoking some Silverback Gorilla right now.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
I wish I was having
Huge buds.
Huge buds, eh?
Yeah.
Purple, eh? Purple, huge buds.
Yeah,
I'm
it tastes like
smoking. I'm
pumpkin
smoking
pie.
Tijuana Gold.
You
Are
want
you
to
really smoke? Are you really smoking that though?
Hell no, I don't smoke nothing that come from Mexico no more.
Yeah.
Why all their weed is the dirt weed, yeah? It's the brick
Well,
weed.
they had it for
Yeah,
so
it's the
long,
brickweed.
and they had it for so long, and they just absolutely blew it, didn't they?
Kinda, yeah.
Right?
Well, the
Yeah.
cartels try to be too pushy about it because, like we know, anyone can grow it. The cartels try to be too pushy about not letting other people in on the take, and they just push people here too far. If all you can get is cartel weed, nobody wants that weed. We gotta legalize it,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's kind of the way Arizona looked at it.
You
That
should
was a big
legalize it, get
part
it
of
out of their
that was a
hands.
big part of the push.
Get the drugs
Get
out of
it
those
out of the
fuckers'
cartel.
hands.
Yeah.
Get it out of the cartel's hands as fast as you can.
When the weed's legal, it's not a gateway drug. You walk into the cannabis store, there's no fucking dealer sitting there going to say, "Well, I don't have none tonight. Take some of this
It's
fucking."
like saying alcohol is a gateway drug. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the same thing.
Well, alcohol's more likely to be a gateway
It's
drug
legal.
than pot because it'll
It's
make you sit
addictive,
at the
eh?
bar.
It's
Well, it'll make you
addictive.
sit at the bar where people might offer you shit.
Yeah, but that's just the way we treat alcohol. Like,
It's only
if
a
you didn't
matter.
have a bar,
Right.
or you didn't let drug dealers in the bar,
It's only a
wouldn't be a
matter
gateway
of
drug.
time, though, before you have
Right.
bars where people will be smoking joints at anyway, right?
like McDonald's is a gateway drug if the drug dealer hangs out at McDonald's. Do you get me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If he's at McDonald's, you're probably going to eat a cheeseburger while you buy your bag of crack.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
So,
then
like-
the crack is the gateway to getting fat at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling Magical I wasn't on yesterday at all because I was off gallivanting up in the city. Me and my daughter went up for a birthday party up there and ended up staying the night off up in the city.
Yeah, you have a good time.
Yeah, I had a few drinks, Captain and Coke kind of drinks.
Captain Coke. Captain what? That's
Captain
rum, is it?
Morgan? Yeah.
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 So
it's
is rum. When the name of boat shit, is rum. You don't even need to ask.
Yeah. That's what Sailor Jerry is the cheap shit of Captain Morgan. It's like the generic equivalent.
Captain Morgan, that's American, isn't it?
Yeah, but
don't
it's supposed to be a Caribbean rum.
Right. Yeah.
It's-
It's
we
Caribbean
make
spiced and stuff like that, right? Caribbean
well,
spiced.
yeah. Well, there's definitely a lot of spices in it, and the darker
Popular type
one
of
is
rum.
even. Yeah,
Sorry,
the darker
I didn't
one
mean
is
to interrupt
even spicier.
Popular type of rum over here is called Madaboo. Comes in a white bottle.
Yeah,
You ever had that?
that's a clear rum.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
That's
a Malibu. That's a one you drink with orange juice or something like that, right?
Oh, I don't know about that. People just drink it straight here.
Yeah,
Malibu?
it almost Malibu almost fits as a vodka. It's clear and it's quite odorless, but
Kind of
it
considered a
is
girly drink though. Here,
Yeah, I can see that.
girls drink it mostly. Rum and vodka and rum. Oh, don't tell me.
Must be different than the stuff that we have up here then.
But no, it's probably the same shit. Probably the same stuff in the bottle. Oh, thank God. Thought
People
I was
use
getting
it in
that.
fruity drinks up here, eh? Like
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
Malibu-
drink Malibu.
that.
Malibu has the little bat on the label, right?
Yeah.
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 Completely white bottle.
Yep.
Tastes horrible. I don't like it.
Yeah, it does taste like crap.
Tastes like paint thinner, yeah. but it mixes quite pleasantly into stuff like orange juice or pineapple juice, shit like that.
Citrusy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even do a club soda or something.
I don't know. Whenever I was drinking liquor, I'd always go like for whiskey or vodka. Vodka because it tastes like nothing and gets you steamed. I don't like the taste of liquor, to be honest with you. It always tastes too strong, too fucking fiery for me.
I can go for a whiskey myself.
Well,
It tastes like fire. I hate it.
To me,
They melt on
bourbon
fucking fire.
reminds me of my 18th birthday where I got completely sick on bourbon. And it makes it hard to drink it. Because I tried
sweet.
Well, I drank a copious amount of beer before I did it. And then I tried to slam like a 5th bottle of Jack Daniels. And I just got sick and barfed all over the fucking place. And ever since then, the fucking Jack Daniels, like, as I taste it, it goes down and it like bounces off my gut. And it's like I take a shot and that shot will barf back up.
It's like it hits off your gag reflex or something. It triggers your gag, and you just you don't even get it down. It comes up with puke behind it. Like,
no, I can drink some nasty ass tequilas and be just fine, but goddamn bourbon, Jack Daniel's bourbon, it's like crazy. And supposedly Jack Daniel's is a fine bourbon.
Mm.
If Jack Daniels is fine, I don't want to see rough.
Well, you have a Tennessee and you have a Kentucky bourbons that are well known up here in Canada, right?
Yeah, well, the Jack Daniel's is a Kentucky bourbon, Kentucky straight bourbon.
Oh, it's okay.
The main,
made, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's made? Yeah.
Well, yeah, like most like Russian vodkas are made of potato, and has a lot to do with what they grow, where stuff originally came from. You know, certain beers are very, very hopsy beers. They come from places where they grow lots of hops. You know.
Yep. Had Russian beer. It does taste extremely like strong. They like their stuff to taste like maximum flavor.
They want to taste the fact that they're going to get shit faced before it's done.
Yeah.
Now, there is a whiskey that came out that is considered a bourbon that I actually can drink. It's that fucking Fireball. And it's so cinnamon flavored that I can't taste the bourbon in it.
Huh. Fireball.
It's cinnamon flavored bourbon that has so much cinnamon that I can't taste the bourbon in it.
Tastes foul. So it tastes.
What is the main ingredient in bourbon?
Sugar.
Rye, I think.
Rye?
I think it's rye.
Okay.
Right. I know the difference in all these types of whiskey is the different types of sugars they use in them or something. Bourbon,
yeah,
like.
Well, see, all the starches in the stuff that they pick, like potatoes, particularly high in starch. Rye is particularly high in starch. Hops are particularly high in starch. That's the shit that breaks into sugars and
ferments.
Yeah.
Get that fermentation process going, man. Before you know it, well, you got alcohol.
Yeah, you just add a little bit of yeast and that shit starts fermenting.
Starch is a bad for you, though. When we boil potatoes over here, when we're boiling spuds, we always get the starch out of them first. Mm-hmm. Boil them for a wee bit and get rid of that water and then change
Yeah.
That to starch your collars?
And starch your potatoes.
No, you de-starch your potatoes and starch your collars with it.
Oh, you mean like collard greens?
No.
Your fucking actual shirt. Oh. Yeah, I think my granny used to do that, actually. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I know people that do shit like that. Yeah.
Mm.
That's a forest witch, man. They know what to use where.
My granny was a forest witch, I guess. My granny used to do all types of weird shit. Like when my granny was around, there was no like. Nowadays, when you want to iron your clothes, you just get the electric iron. But in Ireland, they didn't have electric anything. Didn't have electric kettle. Didn't have electric iron. Didn't have like lights in the ceiling. And this is only like what 60 years ago.
Came off the
I
fire.
remember, yeah, when my granny used to iron clothes, she used to heat up a big lump of iron. She had a big cast iron, like something you'd use in the fucking 18th century. She'd heat that up above the fire. She'd iron the clothes with that.
Yep.
And this is in the 80s when I was growing up. Like she was still doing this stuff. we had an iron and an electric iron, but they used to cost a bit. We had a washing machine and all that stuff. She didn't have any of this stuff because she wasn't modernized. Because she kept it the way it was when she was like 30. She just never upgraded her stuff.
Wow. Some people, just never. My mother's that way. She just never changed for nobody, man.
Yeah.
Right? And she doesn't have to. She owns her home. She owns everything that she has. She doesn't have to change. And she's got money. And she doesn't have to change.
How it works for you.
Money, right?
How it works for you.
My granny had a washing machine that still had a roller to squeeze the water out.
Oh, the squeegee rollers.
Yeah, you had to hand crank it, and while the thing was going through. I remember when she was getting old, she got one that actually was motorized for the hand roller.
I remember them.
I remember my mom telling me about one of my aunts getting her titty caught in the fucking roller.
All right.
What happened?
Hey, man, that was back in the day, eh?
Did she get her titty flanned? Did she get her titty out? What happened? How do you, you reverse it or what?
Yeah, you unplug, you stop that motherfucker, you get the power turned off, and fucking somehow you roll that motherfucker backwards.
Get it turned off.
That was probably painful. That was probably like the worst purple nurple ever.
Yeah, I think there's a quick release on them, where you can like open them like this.
Exactly, the latch on the end.
Jesus Christ. Never heard of that before. Someone getting their titties stuck.
But it fucking is like sucked right into that fucking squeezy roller, like she was leaning over it into the tub or something.
Ah, the heck. Computers, eh?
Yeah, that's a family trait.
Oh, is it? Right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ooh, I just seen your post now, Bugsy. Purple Pennywise. Looking all right.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's turning purple, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Especially for being 80 degrees out there. There ain't no cold weather turning that purple at all.
Yeah, but I'm a fan of thinking, right? I'm thinking what causes the purple is unusual conditions, like when it's really hot and normally humid and stuff, but the plant's in an area where it's getting cold gust of wind every now and again at it. I think it's a cold gust of wind that brings out the purpling. Because I had it happen to me, and I had my plant in a room that was really hot, but it was beside an open window, and outside it was pretty cold outside. So every now and again, a gust of wind would come in the window and hit the leaves of the plant, and it started to turn purple like that. Wherever the wind was hitting it, that's when it started turning purple.
Yeah, but I got 3 of those in the same place right there along that fucking horse corral fence that's behind it.
Yeah.
And the other 2, one on either side of it, that you can see purple veins in the stems. It's a genetic purple. They're not, the core of them and stuff aren't turning purple like that one is.
Yeah,
that
so it is a genetic thing.
Yeah.
Basically. I think a lot of these plants have it. You just have to figure out how to trigger it. And some of them you have to figure out how to trigger.
Yeah,
you want to, right?
Yeah. Well, some of these purple strains are fucking beautiful looking. That's a nice looking plant right there. Just wish all the plants were that color of purple. Or all the leaves, sorry, what the fuck am I thought? All the leaves were that color of purple would be even better.
Yeah, they're
It's
pretty
just like
to
the
look at.
center.
They're pretty to look at, that's for sure.
Are the autos, Bugsy? Why do you never top or anything? You just let it grow up. You never top. How come?
Because I never top. It's
Yeah, but
just
why?
personal.
Yeah, but where's that come from? Why are you personally why are you personally not wanting to top?
Never cared.
Yeah, but you obviously you could increase your yields a lot per plant. You just top it once or twice. You don't give a shit about that type of stuff, no?
I don't. From
Like, you
my
know how you got to-
experience, from my experience, the yield is less about the topping and being about the timing of popsicling.
So you follow
Well,
popsicle method only, eh?
Like, you got that limit on the amount of plants you're allowed to have. You were on about it earlier.
Yeah.
So you could like increase your yield and keep the same amount of plants if you, with proper topping. Like, in your outdoor grower, them plants get they get huge outdoors.
They get pretty
all the
huge
air.
without any topping.
Yeah. So you're just you just don't have a need to top. You're getting a good enough yields already. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I still suggest like taking one plant you don't really give a shit about and just top it, just see what happens.
Yeah, I was my scrawny plant. I was thinking about giving it a topping and putting it down in the dirt of the raised garden. The scrawnier sativa.
Yeah.
I thought the one, because it was the scrawny one showing female parts. The big bushy one wasn't showing yet. So I became almost convinced it was eventually going to show male because it was so much later than everything else. But it's now started looking a little bit female to me as well. So
might be a Hermie. You think you're dealing with a Hermie?
I don't think so. I think if it starts female, it'll probably grow female.
If there's strong genetics, yeah.
But I've only ever had one Hermie in my life of ever growing.
Yeah. I think that too. I think people do be too worried about Hermes. Like, I've never
you'll
had
get
one.
that with a lot of people trying to phenamize their seeds.
Yeah.
You get a lot of Hermes from that, eh?
Light leaks are a far bigger danger than Hermes. Like, I've gotten light leaks, but yeah, everyone has.
See, I think light leaks are less of a problem than people think because my shit sits out under the full moon.
Yeah.
Hola, Jazzy.
Jizzy and chat. What's up, Jizzy?
Hi, Jazzy.
Yeah, she just showed up.
Well, what I mean, Bugsy, is right. I grow in a tent, and my lights be on at night and off during the day. So my lights are supposed to. I'm supposed to be in complete darkness during daytime. And I have vents on my tent, a little hole on the side of it that I can open and close, let air in. And when I open that and the lights are off, little bits of light peer in. Now, no one tells you that. That's something you have to really learn over owning a tent, using a tent for a while. You have to learn that yourself because no one tells you that. Like, those are the types of light leaks I'm talking about. Those are the ones that will get like new growers. Like,
yeah, but
when I
see,
started
even
learning
to
to grow,
those.
When I started learning to grow, people was on about fucking Hermes way more than about light leaks. And light leaks is what got me.
Yeah.
I see one. Just make sure some of them portholes on your tent are just window facing. It's probably a good idea.
But that's what I'm saying with, I don't think the light leaks matter that much because my plants literally sit out there. In the wintertime, they're in the greenhouse. In the summertime, they're outdoors, but they're always under the moon. When my lights are on is when the sun's up. When my lights are off, sometimes the moon shows.
You're probably using good genetics, though, Bugsy.
Mostly of what I use is bag seed. And if I
Still must be good genetics that you're using, though. Because if it
Yeah.
wasn't genetics, it would turn on you, eh?
Well, it's not bag seed from fucking street dealers or shit like that. I don't know. Like I said, I've only ever had one Hermie, and I've only ever had a couple of males in my life, to be honest. I've hardly ever popped a goddamn male plant.
Well, they're easy
You
enough.
must be getting good seeds. You're getting good seeds, Bugsy. About
Yeah.
half the seeds I popped were male. About half.
That's
so
reality, 50-50 usually, eh?
far. Yeah.
I wonder if it ain't something to do with the warm weather.
Or you could
Possibly,
be
yeah.
shit lucky.
I was grown to a strain that I don't know what the fuck it was really. It was a sativa. It was called Beeberry. And both of those turned out to be male. I put a month into growing them, and just like, I was leaving them I grew them in a 12 by 12, a 12 cycle. Just, till they show their sex, and then I know if they're worth the fuck.
Just like a knife going in the heart, eh?
Yeah, and both of them are fucking male, both. So now
You
I
got
have
a little crackle coming across, Dave. I don't know.
Yeah, I know when you put so much time into growing some plants and they turn into be male, there's nothing worse. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody stabbing you with a knife in the heart.
The one Hermie that I had was last year. It was female.
The crackle gone, Bugsy.
I mean, try it now.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Sounds good.
It sounds good. You sound good, but there's every once in a while like a little pop of a crackle.
Well, I turned my sensitivity up. That's my sensitivity all the way up. As loud as it can be.
Yeah, it definitely crackles more.
There you go. Yeah, just turn it down a bit. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, shitty male plants. Half my plants turn out to be male.
That's more realistic, though. Those numbers are more realistic of what you would probably get 50-50.
Yeah, I got 2 males just a couple of days ago. 2 of them.
I have one little container of seeds that came from a breeder. And that little container of seeds, those are the only seeds that I can't get to pop. I've tried 3 of them and haven't been able to get one to pop. And I've got 3 left, and I want them to pop. They're the Hawaiian diamonds.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Did you get a bad batch?
I don't know. I don't think so. I've never had. Like I said, I've never had anything fucking not fucking go. I've thrown seeds out in the yard and had them fucking pop up the next year, Oh my God, there's a plant over there. It just waits until the monsoon rain and then it'll fucking grow 2 feet in one night because it's so hot out and it gets good water that night. In one night, it'll grow like 2 feet. And there'll be a plant out there all of a sudden.
It's that heat, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you get that good sunlight and shit.
Yeah, it's all good.
Just wait. Those seeds hibernate for a long time, waiting for water, waiting for the right condition. And they just use all their energy to build up energy. The only strain I grew that I had trouble popping the seeds for was Northern Lights, and I got 8 of them. I tried to pop about 6 or 4 in that area, and I couldn't get any of them to grow.
Have you ever used a seed bank called Sausage Gravy Biscuits?
No.
That's a seed bank you might want to look into, Dave, for some good deals on seeds.
Sausage Gravy Biscuits.
Yeah.
All right, let me look it up.
This is my seed bank, mostly bag seeds. Can you hear them rattle?
That's your collection?
I got more in there too.
Okay, let me put the word seed bank at the end of that because that's not giving me the right results.
That's all rando bag seeds.
Right on. There'll be a few females in
Sausage
that.
Gravy Biscuit Farms. Sausage
Yeah.
Gravy Biscuit Farms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
That's where Harley.
Harley
Harley,
Grower.
that's where he sells his seeds on there. Harley Grower.
So you did good stuff.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I just thought I'd mention it
9-pound
because
hammer.
the prices. The prices are pretty reasonable.
See, Northern Lights is for sale here, arguably the finest in the cabine on the market today. Originally 20+% THC strain. Click the PayPal button to get 5 beans for $15. Yeah, that's reasonable. 5 for 15.
Yeah.
Most of these guys
$3
gonna
a
try
bean.
and fuck me on shipping. Or they try and fuck my ass on shipping because I'm in
Well,
Ireland.
to me, they charge $1.10 for me.
Most people try to fuck me on shipping. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, here's something for
Well,
$2," and
that's what I'm wondering what they would charge you on shipping, right?
I buy something off them for $10, and they're like, "Yeah, there's a $100 shipping charge on that $10 purchase." You're like, no, I don't think I want that thing anymore.
Well, it might
Need
be.
$100 shipping charge. I'm gonna bookmark them. I'll try them later. I'll see. Maybe they might have something I'd be interested in. I'm kind of looking for maybe a fast-growing strain right now. This is me nasty. I don't.
They got some females on there too for pretty cheap prices, eh?
Just see this shit right here. Where is? Fast growing strains. What's the fastest growing strain you guys ever grew? You remember?
Oh, well, it would have to be a with a fast
Bugsy's all the same.
with its genetics.
Yeah.
It would have to be auto plants, wouldn't it?
Autos. You think autos finish first?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably, yeah.
They're not dependent on the light cycle. But then again, with a light cycle, you can drive them fast. You can make them change.
And that's just to grow, right?
This is just give them 24 hours light.
That's what they need, man. Give them that light and they shall grow.
Yeah. I might do those Gorilla Glues myself then. I was going to give them away to someone because they preferred autos and they were looking for something to grow on. I knew buying more seeds for them is a hassle, so I thought I was just going to give them the autos, but I might grow them myself now if they grow that fast.
Well, the autos that I sent, I think they're regulars. I could be mistaken though.
They could be autos or they could be regulars.
No, they're autos. They're autos for sure. That I know.
But they're not femmes?
They might not be femmes.
All right, so just pop them all. Yeah.
Just pop them, yeah.
But most autos do tend to be femme.
I've never had a male auto before. I don't understand how they work like that, eh? I had them given to me. I thought they were
that's just their way of. I think that's just their way of going, oh, we don't guarantee anything, but yeah, they're feminized.
Okay.
I've never heard of a male auto.
But they grow by the size of the pot. You put them in a big pot, you're gonna get a big auto. You put them in a small pot, you're gonna get a small auto. That's what I've found with autos. Although I swear I'll never grow another one in my life.
Why, you don't like them?
Just not worth the energy, man.
Why? Why do you think that?
Well, I'd rather put the energy in a good photo.
Because just because you can grow the fucker longer.
Well, it's a space. They take up space, right? And if you're only allowed so many plants, then why would I want to use an auto when I could use a photo?
Oh, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
You can top that fucker and veg it out for a longer period of time, and you get a way bigger yield off it than you would off an auto. I get you.
Yeah. But not only that, it's probably going to be a better strain, better THC rating,
I don't think that's true now. I don't think that like
You don't think so?
autos have. I don't think autos have lower THC. No, I never see anyone complain about that. Only like growers. Only growers ever complain about that. What do you think,
Yeah.
Bugsy? You think
I
autos have
don't-
lower THC?
I don't know which ones are auto and which ones aren't that come out of the store. The weed I buy.
Well, that would be
Yeah.
probably regular weed. Or they'd
I don't
have
know.
to tell you.
I
They'd
don't know
have-
much about autos, man. Honestly.
Yeah, no, it's a different type of weed altogether. I find anyway. Don't you, Dave? Or have you ever had
What?
autos before? Have you ever smoked auto weed
Yeah.
before?
I did, and it was good. It was just as good as any of the weed I buy around where I am.
Is that right?
Like
Yeah.
the weed, the auto weed I grew by window light it wasn't a big yield, but the weed was just as good.
Is that right? Yeah. Could
Yeah.
you tell it between auto and regular weed?
I couldn't tell. Once it's in the pipe and you're smoking it, like it does the job. You can
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
flavors and stuff.
Yeah,
But
it does the job. Yeah.
isn't that like that's like those guys that wine connoisseurs, brass pipe. That's like those wine connoisseur guys, like that sit around and they'll swirl the fucking wine and they'll sniff it, and then they go, "Oh yes, it's mahogany, it's a Chateau de la Pleu, and it's clearly made in the 1920s. It was stored in a oak barrel." Like none of us have that skill. Like, so how are you gonna smoke a bit of weed and be able to go, "Oh yeah, that's auto, that's a sativa, that's an indica."
Yeah. I guess when I lit my first joint of auto, I was kind of prejudiced against it. I never gave it a fair shake,
Yeah,
I was
I
kind
get
of,
why you don't grow it
definitely-
though.
I can definitely tell the difference between indica dominant and sativa dominant by the high.
oh, sure. Yeah, by the high alone.
Mm-hmm. Like the
Yeah, but I'm
sativa
talking about
dominant.
just looking at the bud.
Sativa dominant is like all up here, make you fucking see a little bit of shit and stuff. Where the
Oh
indica
no, not for me.
is like in my back and wants me to fucking
Sativa for
kind
me
of
is
thing.
just like paranoia instantly.
Or
Well,
Especially if it's a good sativa. If it's a good sativa, yeah, I can tell it's a sativa too. But just because I get paranoid, I get stoned just like I do of an indica. But like after about 5 minutes, I start to worry about shit, and then I just go, "Oh yeah, that's a sativa." Time to roll a joint now. It's called Death Stare. Jizzy's smoking Death Stare. I heard of that. That's
Yeah.
good stuff. It's chronic.
I've
Yeah,
smoked a
right.
bunch of different stuff with Star Wars names. Death Star, Skywalker OG,
Smelly
smoked
Chewbacca.
Yoda OG.
I'm smoking on some Darth Vader,
Are you? Have
guess.
you?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Darth,
I'm smoking some Rebel Scum.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'd have to be
Princess Leia.
I think there is a strain named Princess Leia.
I'm sure there is.
I'm sure, yeah.
I'm positive I heard that. Princess Leia.
Boba Fett.
Seen him at the end of The Mandalorian. He didn't look too well. He's fat. Boba Fett.
Fett, yeah, he's Boba Fett, yeah.
I couldn't give a shit about that show anymore now with all the bullshit going on around it. I'm just like, yeah, I enjoyed season 1. Season 2 was alright. And season 3 now, I don't think I give a shit. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I never really did care about anything other than the entertainment value of the show. It's what they got going on in their lives, what they got going with firings. I don't fucking care. And why they got to make news out of that shit? Fuck off. You know?
Yeah, I get you. I kind of listen to a lot of it though. I'm the
Yeah,
opposite.
me
I'm
too.
listening to it. I'm listening to it, and I'm like disagreeing with half of it and disagreeing with the other. Like no one's totally right. They're both wrong, both sides of the whole fucking Star Wars controversy. They're both wrong for different reasons. But like, why is the people who make one Star Wars show attacking the people who make the other Star Wars show? That's idiotic. I'd fire them all. If I was the head of Disney, I'd fire every one of the fuckers. You're all fired. We'll find someone else to make Star Wars. Go away. You're all fired. Like, that's like wasting resources. You know, when you have one side of a company battling the other side instead of like battling the competitor. It's wasting your resources.
Yeah, it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, I don't like any of the Star Wars shit they're making nowadays. It's all boring. It's all stupid. Like they laid down rules, and now they're like, it's not they're breaking their own rules. It's like they forgot their own rules because they're stupid. Because they never liked Star Wars in the first place. They never liked Star Wars, so they never learned the rules. So now they're just making shit up. And anyone who watches Star Wars from the other films, they're like, hey, why are you doing this? You're not supposed to be able to do such and such and such. And they just come up with a stupid reason like, oh, yeah, they're a dyad. They're a dyad in the Force.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Never heard that before. That shit's new. I never heard that shit before.
No, there never was before.
Yeah, never was a dyad, but now they're a dyad, and that's Luke and Leia was a dyad too, and Obi-Wan and that's what it's going to be. You know how it's going to end up.
Jesse.
You know how this is going to end up. They're going to be going back in 10 years' time. They're going to be going back, rewriting the original Star Wars and giving Obi-Wan Kenobi a boyfriend, and telling us that C-3PO wasn't gay at all. He was actually fucking pansexual or something. We'll go back, change a bunch of stupid shit no one cares about, like what to do with the Harry Potter films.
Well, he was gay for R2. So it's not like, I mean, it wasn't a straight across gay, you know.
The point. No one cares is the point. I don't care what Obi-Wan Kenobi was doing with his cock, right?
No, not Obi-Wan. I know where Obi-Wan's
with his laser sword. I want to see him chopping up fucking droids and using force powers. I don't care who he was banging.
I know who he was banging. He was banging Satine.
Yeah. See, I don't care. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he can be gay. I don't need to know them.
That's not gay. She was the female leader of Mandalore. That's who Obi-Wan was banging.
Yeah, I know. I remember Duchess Satine. But I'm saying, like, they're going to go back and rewrite the stuff. Rewrite all this shit. I don't care about those things. So why are you going back rewriting them?
I don't care. A fan of that. I mean, they are kind of, the Filoni-verse does kind of rewrite these last three, the sequels, kind of puts them in an alternate parallel universe, alternate timeline.
Filoni-verse. What are you talking about? The Filoni-verse is animated, Yoke.
And so is Mandalorian.
Yeah, he didn't write. I don't think he rewrote anything in the Mandalorian. Like, he didn't change history. He's actually in the Mandalorian. I think, in a point in time that wasn't fucked with too much.
What it is he. See, the sequels happened before the point in Rebels where he brought back. The sequel started before he brought back. You're
talking about bringing back Ahsoka.
Yeah. So I think that timeline happened while Ahsoka was dead.
Yeah, but none of that shit in that series happens. Ahsoka didn't die until that series either.
Yeah.
So, like, she was always alive as far as Star Wars was concerned. It's just he killed her and brought her back he killed her and brought her back in the same series. Saying, like, up until then, it was like always a mystery. What happened?
No, that's what I'm saying though. As the prequels, that gave them an out to alternate timeline them.
I don't like that alternate timeline shit in Star Wars. I don't like time travel, alternate timelines. Like, that was like always a Star Trek or a Stargate or whatever type of thing.
Yeah.
You're going into
But-
Star Wars now, and you're going to be like making time machines. It's going to fuck everything up.
Well, no, it's the world between worlds. It's the same way that Ezra brought Ahsoka back. That's the only way, is in the world
Well, you
between
guys
worlds.
really know your Star Wars, don't you?
But see, if you look at the title of the Ahsoka series that's coming up, it's written with like the symbols and shit from the world between worlds. So
I'm probably not going to watch it, to be honest with you.
What's the world
I don't give a shit
between
about it.
worlds?
Oh, it's just basically like time travel. It's like a place where
Is the
there's
movie?
mirrors, and you can reach into a mirror, look in a mirror, and you'll see the past.
Oh,
A
okay.
point in time, like a point in time or something.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Not
Only
really.
yet.
Sucked.
Only if it was that easy.
I don't know. Star Wars, I was never really a fan of Star Wars. I was a fan of Darth Vader.
yeah, me too.
Dun, dun,
I couldn't give a
dun,
shit
dun,
what happens.
dun,
When he's
dun.
not on camera, I couldn't really give a shit. That's why I liked the prequels as well, because I was wondering who the fuck Darth Vader was. What the fuck is he doing in the suit? What the fuck happened? And that gave you the answer to all that shit. So it gave you the answer to all that stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like sand. Just like,
It gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So rough.
It's coarse and rough. It gets everywhere. Just like, what the fuck? Darth Vader, everybody. Darth Vader.
Yep.
You know what? The
It's
comics are pretty cool. Though.
Soft like you, Padme.
I do read the Darth Vader comics as well, and there's not like most comics come out. They seem to think like they have to take up a whole fucking couple of chapters with words. Darth Vader, it's more about the art. You can follow. He doesn't talk much in the comic. Like he talks when he has to or when he needs to. So you get a lot of like really good art in the comic of him fucking slicing people up or doing whatever. But
Oh, yeah.
it's full of good art. I really enjoy that comic. Like, and I don't read anything else by Marvel. They usually do garbage.
You don't like DC?
I do. I like DC more than Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Dark Horse. I was always a bigger Dark Horse fan. Because they do,
Yeah.
like, they take a lot of old stuff and redo it. Like, they take, cancel TV shows like Stargate, and they'll do Stargate. They'll continue the story. Or,
Yeah, like a Netflix.
Alien versus Predator. Huh?
Netflix does that with a lot of shows, right?
Yeah,
Well,
but this is
that's
comic book.
what
form.
Netflix does, though, with their shows, is they buy ongoing streams and redo them.
Get away. Get off me.
They've got a couple of originals.
So Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they stopped making their own now, right?
I don't know.
I'm about light up. Cheers, Jay-Z. I'm still here. It's 4:20 in Ireland right now.
Cheers. $4.20 right here too. What are you screaming about, man? You hollering at the birds outside? Mmm. Mmm.
Yeah.
That was good.
Tastes good, eh?
But not really, not
Yeah.
out of this pipe. This pipe is like taking a hit of hash every time.
Oh, it needs a
Pretty
good
much.
clean.
It needs a good cleaning, yeah. But I don't ever clean it. I heat up my bong poker and shove it through the resin, singe a hole through the middle of it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I do.
If you just put a lighter to it, that would probably get out a lot of the oil, eh? That's what I do with mine. I just put a lighter to it.
Yeah, heat it
Mine's
up.
pretty.
You could boil it. It's brass, isn't it? You could dunk it in boiling water for an hour or
Well,
two.
boiling water will yeah, but that's all I do. Put a torch to it, and it'll come globbing out of the end. But you guys don't reuse their screens, eh? Or you do reuse screens?
I don't even use a screen.
Or you don't use
He
a
doesn't
screen.
even need one. That pipe is so clogged, he doesn't even need a screen. Just
Yeah.
pokes holes in it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I just
Old
shove
ass
my,
pipe.
I heat up the poker and boop, boop, and that'd be done with it.
Oh, it's a pretty sad pipe.
It always tastes like hash when you're smoking it. It's resin. You
But it
can
gets
put a
pretty
bud
high.
in there and get a good green hit, but every hit after that will be
Hash.
resin tasting. It'll be resin tasting.
Yeah, but you get used to it. You'll miss that pipe. Don't clean it. Don't actually ever clean it.
I'm
'Cause
not
you'll miss
going
that
to.
pipe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Well, I do every once in a while. I will. I won't clean the elbow because then I would need a screen. But I'll clean everything else and make sure the elbow's poked just enough that it doesn't let horrible embers fly down my throat.
Well, I'm sure if you
About a
take a
year and a
torch
half
to
ago.
that,
Yeah.
Hmm?
Take a torch to it. What else?
take a torch to it, and you'll be seeing the blobs of oil come out the one end, no problem. I'd recommend it. Try it.
No, I just
Heat it
scrape
up.
it, keep it dry, and take my pocket knife and go whoop, whoop. And my kids like to smoke that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ugh. I bought a grinder a while back, a Shark Tooth one. Jezzy got me to buy it about a year and a half ago. Lasted a year and a half and then it broke. Broke on me last night.
What kind of
Missed that grinder already.
what kind of material
Good
was it
Shark
made out
Tooth.
of?
It was made out of like Perspex plastic. It was a good Shark Tooth one. But luckily I had another one, but it's twice as big. It's not as good. The twice as big one ain't as good. I need to go over and buy another one. And the shop
Well-
is closed. The shop where I bought it is closed now because of COVID. So I have to wait until this whole lockdown shit's over before I can buy a new one. I have to use this big piece of shit now for a while. That's good.
You can get a
Mine-
good grinder off of Amazon.
Mine has rosin that makes the lid sticky.
I
Mine
can't
has-
get the type of
mine's-
grinder I want off Amazon. The type of one I want.
Oh no,
No.
there's one called Crusher that they sell. It's a aircraft aluminum.
Yeah, see, it's made aluminum. I don't want aluminum. I want plastic. Look it up though.
Why?
Because they're cheaper.
Oh, you go with the aircraft aluminum. That's the last year for life.
Yeah, but see, I don't think it's going to eventually like get gunked up and jammed up to the point where it's unrepairable.
No, you just
Happens
clean it
to
with a
every
bit of
grinder.
alcohol. Just wipe it down with some alcohol, right? Or on the edges.
Yeah, but like, you know, they break and stuff, bits of them fall out and all
No,
kinds of shit.
not the one I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Zinc alloy pollen grinder crusher, 55.
No, not
millimeter.
zinc, not zinc alloy. Aircraft aluminum.
Aircraft aluminum.
Yeah, if you put that in there, it'll come up with aircraft aluminum grinders. If you sell them yet.
Aircraft aluminium. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's what you would call it, yes.
Aircraft aluminium. Premium portable zinc alloy grinder.
Okay, just zinc alloy then, eh?
Must be zinc alloy, yeah.
They're the next
I
best.
don't know, look all right. Look all right. They're a bit fucking expensive. $34 for a grinder.
Well, that'll last you
Yeah.
over a year. That'll last you. That might be the
Over
only
a
grinder
year?
you ever need.
The goddamn plastic ones lasted me 2 years.
Okay, well this one here is probably
Better
the
last
last
me
one you ever
fucking
need.
10 years. Better
It'll be the
last
last
me
one
a
you ever
lifetime.
need. They're
I
heavy.
don't know about buying an expensive ass grinder, and they're heavy.
This
too.
is a metal one that my mom got for free when she first got her medical card. She like, I ain't using something that small. She used like a big old fucking kitchen grinder that fucking would grind up a whole ounce at once, you know? So She gave
I
it
have a
to
friend
me,
uses
so
a coffee grinder.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mom and Dad did that for a while too. Yeah.
You get little electric coffee grinders on Amazon, and it like hold about like 2 grams, about 2 grams worth, and you just zip it. You just zzz, and that's it. It grinds a whole 2 grams for you that quick.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're pretty cheap too. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
They grind it too much.
Yeah.
Titan Crusher.
Be all right if you're smoking little one-hitter bong hits. So you
She's
can pull
gunked
it
up.
through every time.
She's gunked up, Magic. She's gunked up. You gotta clean all that out.
One blow and she's clean. But she's good, man. I've had this for about 7 years.
7 years.
7 years.
Right, look up.
This
That's
one
pretty-
here. This one here is zinc aluminum. This one here I've had for about a year. Or zinc alloy. This is zinc alloy. This one here.
What do you think of the Keef collectors?
They suck.
You don't like them?
No. I've never seen a Keith collector I've liked yet, though. That doesn't mean there's not one out there. You can get one like Cali Crushers, a $79 grinder. I'm sure they have a good one inside there.
Mine doesn't even. It's like the screen's too thin, and
yeah, that's
it doesn't even collect no Keef.
Yeah, that's where mine is.
Mine collects a little bit. Give it a tap. Like a lot. When you get those Keef collectors, though, when they get old, the fucking mesh just seems like it gets clogged up. Like they should be replaceable. You should be able to replace those screens.
Mine is completely, but it's too fine to begin with.
Yeah. I hear you there, Bugsy. I got the same problem.
Can you even see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it when it's new. If you got your glasses on.
See, I don't use it like that. I don't have one of those ones. The way my Keef collector works is that part where Bugsy just showed, that's below the main grinder. There is no Keef collector on that part of my grinder. The Keef collector is on the part where, the weed falls down. Like just below that.
See, my weed doesn't fall down.
You should remove
my
that.
weed. Yeah.
You can just get a pliers. There's a piece of metal in there holding that screen in. You can.
I know. I took it out and cleaned it before, trying to make it work better, but it
work
doesn't.
again. Yeah.
It can get Keef packed all underneath that screen, between the screen and the hole, the metal around behind it. But
yep. I might take my one out and try and clean it. You get a look at it. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. I have this grinder about 2 years. It doesn't really work that
you're
well.
using a plastic grinder.
I find them better.
Better?
Yeah. They're better because, like, you don't have to worry about cleaning them and all that shit too often. You can just, like, when you break one, you can... Usually, if COVID wasn't happening, I'd have one the day after I break it. I'd get one that same day or the day after. But, like, because of COVID, now I'm kind of stuck with the big one. But they're disposable, is what I'm saying. When it breaks like that, you just pull another one out.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to break. That's the thing. So you should get a metal one.
But see, the metal ones get all gummed up too, and when the metal ones get all gummed up, it's almost impossible to get them clean properly.
No, you just get some alcohol.
Yeah, I've tried that; it doesn't work. And, like it does work on the, the easy to get at bits, but sometimes you get little gaps and stuff where you can't get the alcohol in there, but there's like a big build-up of stuff.
Just soak the whole grinder in the alcohol in itself and let it sit.
Yeah, I've done that as well, and that damages the grinder. That like strips the paint off it sometimes. Can almost strip the fucking paint off the things.
Huh. Never had that happen.
Maybe I'm just using a cheaper quality grinder than you were. I'm not really interested in paying $50 for a grinder. Like, I'm not gonna pay $3. $3 for a grinder.
Go
The
on
little
Wish.
Shark Tooth ones are awesome.
You can find a cheap grinder on Wish. It'll just take a while
Yeah.
to get there.
See you later, Jazzy.
Bye, Jazzy.
Ciao, Jesse.
The little Shark Tooth grinders are fucking awesome. Little spiky teeth. Rip the weed up perfectly.
But I ordered this one here. I ordered this one here, this grinder. I ordered from AliExpress. You can get that, Dave. I got it for $12 Canadian.
Not bad.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a it's got the lion's head teeth.
Yeah.
They're sharp, right? But for that price, you can't go wrong. And I'll tell you, it'll bring you the last one you'll ever have.
$12.
Yeah, well, it'd be
I
cheaper,
doubt it.
right? 'Cause you're a euro.
He wants the sharp teeth like mine has.
Shark Tooth.
Well, there's lion's head and then there's diamond teeth, right? What the heck? I've never seen one like that before.
Those are some sharp son of a bitches. If I put my finger too hard, it fucking hurts. It's like a bed of nails.
Yeah. Yeah, mine are like lion's head. They call them lion's head and diamond. Lion's mouth, sorry, lion's mouth, because they open up.
God damn it.
Thumbs up too much, though. You're right. If
I'm
it
looking at
had
grinders
just
now. There's some good ones.
Oh, yeah?
Might order one. Yeah, I might order one.
Let me see if I can get you a link for the one that I'm talking about. If you're interested, I can recommend this one that I've had for over a year, and it's still as sharp as can be. So let's see what we got here. I might still have it saved.
Is it on Amazon?
No,
Is it on-
AliExpress.
Oh yeah, fuck AliExpress.
You don't go there?
Why their delivery takes a long ass time.
Oh, okay.
It can take like 2-3 months in some cases, depending on what you're ordering.
That's
Yeah.
part of Alibaba, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Just get one on
mean,
Amazon.
it's Amazon be faster, but it sounds like the same thing. They're all zinc alloy. If you're going for the top one, it'll be aircraft aluminum. That's the top make.
Aircraft aluminum.
That's the best.
Looking for plastic.
Plastic is like more throwaway, right? Disposable.
Yeah, but you can buy like 10 of them. You can just like €2. You can buy 10 of the fucking things and have them in the cupboard.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be cheaper for you to replace them over time. I don't know.
Well, I've had big like oh, this looks like a good one. I've had big ones before, and I always end up breaking them somehow. Like something will fall out of it, or the goddamn magnet will pop out, or some weird shit will happen, and I just stop using it. It'll get all gummed up, and all the paint will start coming off it. Never get that.
Holy. I've never had that happen with a grinder in my life, man. Where the heck are you buying these from?
Right now. Oh, just cheap shit places.
Are they metal and they're falling apart like that?
Yeah, sometimes.
Really? Wow.
Depends, yeah. I am looking at grinders right now, though, and some of them are good. Like, there've clearly been technological advances in grinders, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, there has. Oh, yeah, there has. They're a lot smaller than they used to be. We used to have 4-inch grinders.
Yeah, I like a small grinder myself. I like a small one. I'm never grinding more than like a gram. I never grind more than a gram. I don't sit there and grind like 5 grams.
If I would have known you needed a grinder, I would have put this in there for you, Dave.
Oh no, that would have been heavy as fuck. That shit would have weighed your package.
A tiny one.
Yeah, this is a tiny one. It's just the grinder part. There's no catcher parts.
Yeah, no catcher part. This is like a comparison.
That is cool.
Yeah, I see.
That's cool as hell. That's for like having when you want to just grind up a little to roll on.
Yeah, it's like stuffing in your top pocket sort of thing, eh?
Yeah, put it in your watch pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what my little plastic one was like. It was about that size. It was small enough. It's a good little grinder.
My shit's way too big to carry in your pocket.
Yeah, mine's like yours.
Use that grinder. Goddamn.
Mine's the same size as yours.
It's small enough around, but it's fucking heavy. It's a piece of fucking. It's obviously it's like copper. Got copper in it. It's either bronze or copper. Is what it's
You
made
hit somebody
out
over the head with it, you'd kill them, man.
What do you think of those grinders with the big winder on top of them? You know, like it has a little handle. You spin the handle and that spins the grinder.
Garbage.
I've not tried them.
You're garbage. You're going to be full of disappointment, Dave.
Does it not depend on the brand? No.
No.
What's wrong with them? Why are they garbage? Why are they garbage? Why?
Because the buds for marijuana are too hard for that. It wears it down too fast, eh? The crank.
Oh, so the crank breaks.
I could see that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And there's
some fucking dank shit.
If you're doing parsley, fine, right? If you're doing parsley, okay. But when you're doing buds, no way, it'll just break, man. Over time, eh?
Especially if you got some dank bud.
Just to let you know, anyway.
Yeah, plug it right up.
Yeah.
But also, I don't like the little plastic windows on the tops of most of the crank ones.
No, it's not practical.
It's got little plastic windows on the very top.
Right. But it'd be good if you're doing parsley, right?
Yeah, or chives or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. It would be perfect for. I think that's what it's made for, right?
Must be. Or dry ass tobacco.
Yeah. I would do that. Sure, I would see that. So you got to get off of buying them plastic ones, Dave, and get yourself a good metal one, man. One that'll last you a lifetime. They've certainly come a long way than what they have. That's for sure.
Yeah, but it's not legal here yet either.
Yeah,
so if I buy like a 50-year-old grinder,
and then got to pitch it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pitch it. Fuck.
You get caught with it then. If
yeah, but you only have it for your house. I mean, now you need a grinder for your house, right?
No.
No? Okay.
I got a pair of scissors I can use if I need to when I'm at home.
Yeah. I don't know. I just have one that's sitting around, or I actually have a few grinders. And I've had them even before they were legal.
I have a million pipes.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But I don't care if I get caught, eh? I'm the type of person that I really don't care if I get caught.
Yeah, but over
I did. I was looking at prison time by the end of my getting caught.
Yeah.
They were holding prison time over my head by the end of it.
Yeah.
And that was just marijuana here in Arizona.
You get a $30,000 fine or something, didn't you?
Yeah, but you got to kick
I did
laws over there.
For a pot pipe.
You got your laws over there are not rational as far as I'm concerned.
It's completely legal now, since November.
Well, that's because the government found a way to make money off of it.
Well, the people voted it in finally. We got enough people who have become retirement age here.
Right, but you don't have the government
that are hippies now, yeah.
You don't have the government coming in and crushing it, do you?
No.
That happened in Canada.
What's that?
Is the government fucking with it in Canada?
Like, what do you mean? Like with...
Are they fucking with it? Are they?
No,
Are they?
if you got 4 plants, you're fine,
You got how
right?
many plants? 4.
4. It sucks, man. It's not what it should be. I grow more than 4 plants personally.
Yeah, it's
I've
probably
always.
just to make sure you're not like having a fucking weed factory in a house.
Yeah, because I've always done a guerrilla grow,
Yeah.
and now that it's legal and we have a plant limit, I can't see that they're going to be pushing on issues of having 2 or 3 plants over a limit. I just can't see them going that fucking.
No, I can't see it either, right?
Now, if I'm growing
I'm always 4 or 5 over, always.
if I'm growing a couple of farm rows of it, that's a different story. You know, if I've got 4 rows that reach fucking 300 feet each row, and there's a plant ever so far along that row, I'm farming it. And they have reason to come shut me down at that point, you know?
You just get their nose out of joint. That's all it is, Bugsy. When you think about it, it's only a plant, ain't it? You know what I mean?
It is. And you should be able to farm anything you want that you can get to grow.
Exactly. Why you be afraid of it?
Well, I think in like 50 years there will be like, yeah, grow as much of it as you want. But like right now, a lot of people could take advantage. A lot of people could take advantage of the high price of weed. Like we all know it's inflated. We were talking about this not too long ago. Where the weed is still kind of is highly priced because it was just illegal, and it had a fairly driven up price because of that, and that's why it's big business now. Whereas, like, if you make a comparison of weed, cannabis, to any other vegetable or plant you grow, like how much is all the other plants worth? Why is cannabis so much highly priced than all the other things?
There's just as much time and energy put into growing.
Prohibition caused that.
Right? Well, there is one other plant that is treated the same way. And we talked about this the other night too. It's the fucking roses, and they fucking come around at the bar when you're there with a girl and, oh, you want to buy a rose for your lady friend? And fuck, now I'm kind of compelled to, because I don't want to be the only dude not buying the gal a rose if I'm trying to sniff around, you know? Yeah, they come in and charge you, 25 for bouquet.
Yeah.
How much do you love her?
Highly inflated price. It's a highly inflated price, is what he's getting.
Yeah.
And weed is highly inflated because it was illegal. A lot of the cost, like you'd pay like what? Remember back in the day, for you guys, you probably pay like $50-$60 for like how many grams? What's that called? A dime bag? Something.
It's always been fairly cheap here in Arizona. Arizona had this. See, back in the day, weed was cheap and other drugs were expensive. And weed has kind of, flip-flopped in the last few years. The other drugs have all become very cheap. And weed has gotten expensive.
Yeah.
And
well, it's because of prohibition why it's being so expensive, right? It being hiding, and it's always being on the low, keep it low, and that's all inflated the price of it, right?
Well, let's just take a hypothetical, because I still know people. I still know people in circles out here. I'm not a complete hermit. Like meth, you used to go pay $20 for a quarter gram of meth, and it was always that price, basically. $20 for a quarter gram. Now, meth, you can go pay $80 and get a quarter pound of it.
Oh, really?
You know? Yeah, it's literally like.
It's that cheap.
It's been beat up to the point where it's like that now. But the weed, because they basically put the cartel out of business, the weed is it's price fixed. Say I generally pay $20 an eighth when I go down to the weed store. If I get like an eighth of this and an eighth of that and an eighth of this and an eighth of that, it'll be $20 an eighth. Now, if I go and I went and bought a half ounce of the like popcorn bud, that was $45 for a half ounce. That was kind of cheap.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's the price just now coming back down, is what that is.
45, that's a lot cheaper than it is in Canada, I'll tell you.
But I remember when I was a teenager, you could get a paper grocery bag. Hello, Sir Jacob. You could get a paper grocery bag for $100 filled with fucking weed.
Yeah.
You know?
Can never see that up here, that's for sure.
Which is strange because you would think some of the best shit grown be up there and be handy.
In British Columbia, yes. In Ontario, no.
Cops too hard on that shit.
Oh, yeah. It's,
Well, see, that's the way.
low. It's that low. You know what I mean? Everybody's on the low. You know what I'm saying? Lots of it around, but nobody, you know, it talks about it much, you know?
Oh, fuck.
It's all on the low.
I don't know what to say about that. I don't think it should be as expensive as it is. I don't think it should cost more than strawberries cost.
I agree with you there. You shouldn't.
You know, that's a delicacy in the same fucking sense of the word. You know, people like to consume it as something they like, not something they need to survive. You know?
Yeah.
My bird's whistling. Both of them. You still there, Sir Jacob? How you doing? Strawberries.
That's funny.
It is funny.
So, Dave, you still with us?
I'm going to grab I was gone all night, so I need to grab my morning pills and hurry up and take them before it gets too late. I'm going to grab my pills.
Yeah, man. So how's Sir Jacob doing? Good?
Maybe his system froze up or something.
Yeah, our gasoline up here is $1.28 a liter. So there's 4 liters in a gallon. So we're paying about $5 a gallon.
We're just over $3 a gallon here.
Yeah, I know. It's just one more than things we get robbed for up here in Canada, you know. It's very expensive to live up here.
God damn, Sir Jacob. Yeah, you guys still getting the gas pretty cheap, huh? Cheaper than milk. Time for another one. Butter up. She's been hitting me up for the last. No, I had other things in my hands, and I had to two-hand it because I was using like a single finger from each hand. uh. Well, it's a roacho. It
What are you
tastes good.
smoking? Bugs? Roach?
A roach, yeah.
Okay.
Not a bug, not a cockroach. A joint roach.
Oh. Yeah, man. Nothing wrong with that.
That is the soil outside my house, Jacob. That's a. Here, let me pull it up another way. Outside my house, Jacob. Uh-oh, got a big echo there just all of a sudden.
That should be better now.
Okay.
I was just on the page. Just had to put down my view.
What do I want? I want green screen and the bug. That's what it is, Jacob. It's a picture of a bug I took out on the ground. That bug is about 2 inches long and 3/4 of an inch wide. That 2 inches not including the antenna at the front.
Wow. And you have them roaming around your ground there, eh?
Yeah, all over in certain times of the year, yeah. It's a summertime bug. All our bugs are summertime bugs, but they don't hibernate most of them as well. They just stay out. There are just a lot less of them during the winter. They move slower and shit like that.
They breed awful fast, eh?
Well, I don't know. They come out and breed once a year, I think. Each kind of bug has its own little time zone where they come out and breed, I think. So I don't think these want to be competing with tarantulas for breeding spots, probably.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I hear you there. Do you get many tarantulas in the desert there?
Oh, billions, I'd say.
I guess that's where they are then, eh?
Yeah. Hello, he's got a motor. Yeah, the tarantulas can. There's a certain time of year, or I think it's actually a certain number of years, like every 6 years or every 7 years. The tarantulas do a great big mating migration, and you'll go out in the desert out here, and you'll see like thousands of them just moving in one direction across the ground.
Really?
Yeah, I've laid down on the ground and let tarantulas crawl right over the top. When they're in their mating drive, they don't even see you. You're just another piece of the ground to crawl across.
Huh.
Yeah, what's up? I'm back.
What happened?
Something happened. I had to deal with it. So
I thought you had fell off the internet or something.
Yeah, well, I had to run away for a second.
Ah.
I'm just getting back settled now.
Ate too many grapes?
What are you guys talking about? What are you talking about? Scorpions or something?
I don't know. I can't
Well, we're
remember.
talking about not scorpions. We're talking about tarantulas.
Oh,
Tarantulas,
yeah.
huh? Yeah, I don't like tarantulas.
When
I
they're,
think they should all be eradicated. Kill the fucking dirty bastards.
I agree with you, man. I don't like spiders at all.
Yeah.
Tarantulas are completely not looking to bite humans.
Yeah, like up where
really?
we have black widows.
You know what? Tarantulas. I'm not looking to like exist with them on Earth, like so it'd be us or them, one or the other. Well, I'll kill a bastard. I don't care. I don't want him near me.
No, in the same way.
I mean, like anything above 4 legs. No. Too many legs.
I
Snakes
won't
and
swerve
spiders.
the car to avoid them, but I won't swerve it to hit them either.
I fucking will. I go across the room and step on a bastard.
Well, I don't want the tarantulas in my house.
Yeah.
But it doesn't bother me to have a daddy long legs up in the ceiling corner.
Oh yeah, daddy long legs or something. Little house spider.
Before you know, you'll be full of daddy long legs.
Well, I got loads of house spiders. They're fucking. I named them. They're like my pets. Freddie Mercury's up in the corner right now. He's just chilling around up there, right? But like, if it's a big ass fucking spider, if I gotta be like, oh shit, could that be poisonous? That's the type of spider I'm killing. I'm killing that fucking big ass spider. That's what I'm doing.
Gary Glitter on your wall.
Spider. Oh, fuck Gary Glitter. Fuck that guy.
You don't have him on your wall?
No, Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury's up on my wall. That's my spider's name. Freddie Spider.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like bring him flies every now and again. I'll fucking find a dead fly and I'll bring it and give it to him. He does his fly. I like the house spiders. I just don't like big ass fucking tarantulas or types of spiders I don't recognize straight away. If it's like brown and weird, I'll be like, ooh, kill that fucking thing. I don't recognize what that is. But I don't mind the house spiders. I like catch and release. I catch and release of the house spiders.
Yeah. No. Scorpions are everywhere here.
Scorpions, eh? Yeah. I can live without them too.
Those are the dangerous thing. The bark scorpions are dangerous. Now we have
the biggest
great
nuisance
big.
I can think of outside is a badger here. Badger. They're pretty big, like. Yeah.
We have great big sand scorpions, and they aren't deadly or nothing.
What was that?
I said you leave the badgers alone as well too, eh? They'll mess you up.
Yeah, he's probably exactly like Bugsy leaves the scorpions the fuck alone. Like a badger, a scorpion.
Oh, I'd worry more about
the badger. Between a badger and a scorpion is a scorpion just wants to be left the fuck alone, but a badger will actually come out after you if you just disturb it enough.
Oh yeah.
A badger will it will chase you. A badger's like, we're fighting, and you're just like, no, I'm running away. I'm trying to run away. A badger will chase you down and bite you.
Yeah.
He's like a killer bee.
They're just pissed off. They're perpetually pissed off. Don't fuck with a badger, especially in mating season. The brown bastards.
That's the problem with the killer bees. You can be out mowing a lawn a quarter of a mile away, and those motherfuckers will come out and sting you to death for mowing your lawn a quarter mile away from their fucking hive.
Yeah.
Well, you're agitating them a quarter of a mile away?
By the noise of running the lawnmower.
A quarter mile away?
Yeah. They're relentless and they're fucking always mad.
Huh. I don't know if we've had them up here yet. But I hope not. I think they're heading up here, right? Same with fire ants. I think they're heading up here too.
Well, I think we've always had fire ants here,
Oh, really?
as far as I know. Yeah.
Wow. They're nasty, eh?
Just purge the
Yeah.
bastards. Find out where they live and just fucking kill them.
Yeah, throw some gasoline on them and just light them, man.
Dirty little fiery bastards.
Yeah, nothing fun about them at all, that's for sure.
We don't got like fucking ferocious ass fucking insects like scorpions and lizards and shit, but we got like a lot of birds, a lot of different types of birds. Like I seen a woodpecker just like 3 days ago. I didn't even know we had woodpeckers.
Oh, that's cool. Nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Do you have Blue Jays, Cardinals?
Yeah, we have everything.
You do, good.
Nearly every type of bird. I just don't see them often because we got a lot of woods and stuff, a lot of little forests, and they mainly
You got a
hang
lot
around
of
those
Dales,
areas.
don't you? Do you call them
Who's that?
Dales? Do you call them Dales?
We probably have everything. There's a lot of birds. Like Ireland is big. A lot of birds, a lot of fish, a lot of wildlife like that. There's not a lot of predatory type animals, like no bears or wolves. But we have
Humans
deer,
killed them all off when they first moved onto those islands.
pretty much. They were the first to go. We were like, we're the main predator here, bitch.
Yep.
Ireland's too small to exist with a bunch of bears and fucking elephants and shit on it anyway. Too small. God damn it. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. You won't give it to me. Give me the ball. Good boy. Get the ball. Not even enough room to throw the ball in here for him, but he still wants me to do it. Good boy. You're a good boy. Fuck off. No more throwing the fucking ball. It's only 2 feet. I was walking on the road about a week ago, and it was a really rainy day. There was a lot of rain, and I was walking by a puddle, and you know what was in the puddle? Just like on the side of the road, a big fat toad, just fucking loving the rain, flopping around in a big puddle. I was just looking at him, thinking, how did he get there? Like it was out in the middle of like a big road. Why did he choose that place of all the places? It's a sign of animal stupidity, if anything. Like, of all the places that flop around in the rain, he chose like the only big road that goes through where I live. Puddles everywhere. Like whole fields were turned into, just bogged out den type shit, like big puddle in the middle of a field. Frog would have had a great time in a puddle in the middle of the field. No, he chose the middle of the road. Don't fuck.
Bound to get squished.
Yeah, I was going to pick him up and throw him into the field, but I thought, fuck it. I don't want to get his dirty toad slime on my fucking hands. Gonna be that stupid. He's gonna be a stupid ass toad. But yeah, we get lots of weird fucking coincidences happening like that. Like over in Ireland, right? you don't leave your windows open at night, even if it's hot. Because if you leave your windows open at night, what's going to happen is a cat is going to come into your house and piss all over the place. Street cat.
God.
It's going to mark it.
I know. Yeah. Or during the night as well, what happens a lot is bats will fly in your windows. And this is common as fuck. It happened to me like 5-6 times. Like a bat will fly in your fucking window and start bang, 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 bouncing off every wall in your room. Happened to me a shitload of times. More times than I can count. Well, no, that's not true. 5. About 5. I don't know how many times I went down my backyard. How many times I went down my backyard and there was just a swan in my backyard and just chilling out. And then you can't go to your backyard then because then the swan, like, it's not a predatory animal, but it does. They are aggressive.
Oh yeah, they'll
the swan
protect
is there freaking out. No, anywhere the swan is his area. That's its area. It's more like they're like personal space birds.
We get a lot
you
of,
like
yeah.
You get
you
them
go
up
to sit in your own backyard and you have a fucking swan attacking you. It's not fun.
Yeah, we get them up here in Canada going north to south all the time.
Yeah. You probably get our swans. That's where they're coming from, us.
Could be very well. Who knows?
You know, Canada has geese.
We get swans too.
Oh, I know. But Canadian, the geese are named for Canada. They're Canadian geese.
They're
I
a
don't
pain
know
in
if I've
the
ever
ass.
seen a
Man.
geese.
They'll go after you. Eh? You get
The
too close.
geese are just swans that are colored like ducks.
Mm.
But they're big like geese.
Crossbreeding. They've been crossbreeding. Fucking dirty ass ducks and swans. I was here. If you fuck with a swan will come flying at you, basically drop kick you like what a wrestler does. Come flying at you, bust into you, and then it just starts whipping you with its wings. And it kind of like, it's not really painful, but it's more scary because the swan is like hitting you, like, and it does it. You
They're
think
big.
like it. They make like a hissing kind of noise. They hiss at you. It kind of sounds like a snake. Like they're like,
Comes right from their
or a cat.
throat.
Yeah, they'll hiss at you pure loud, and it's freaky. And
Yeah,
if
How's
you
it
were like
going?
a woman
He's
or
got a
something,
motor.
you never dealt with a swan before, it can be quite scary. What's up? He's got a motor. He doesn't want to talk. He's preparing his microphone.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's him.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not drunk and we can understand what the fuck he's saying for us.
Says he had a fantail following him around.
What's a fantail?
I guess it's a bird over in New Zealand.
Oh, a bird.
It's like a tiny
Like
sparrow.
a tiny sparrow. But the tail goes into a fan. They follow you and fly close to you. Yeah, we have those. We have a local park, and there's loads of those fuckers that hang out there, little sparrows. And if you stand out in the park and hold your arms out, like a T pose, they'll fucking start flying around you in a circle. They love that shit. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
They come down and start swooping around under your arms and stuff.
That's great. I'd have to go do it and film it.
You get a little circle of birds just swooping around you. It's like they're daring each other to get close to the human or something.
Having a contest who can get closer.
Yeah.
He touched the butt.
That's kind of weird. I believe that sometimes the way humans like to get close to animals, other animals like to try and get close to other animals too. Like that's what herd animals are all about. Like you normally see a deer's freaked out by anything, but you'll see a deer hanging around like sheep or goats or some shit sometimes.
Yeah. Yep.
Other wildlife they hang around, eh? Yeah.
And they only learn that through trial and error. Like a deer doesn't know that they can't hang around with a lion if they've never seen one before.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't know what a lion is, so it might try and chill out with a lion for 5 minutes until the lion eats it.
Then every other deer around realizes, oh my God.
Yeah, lions eat deers. Don't hang out with a lion, everybody.
Down before my eyes.
Like that's why a lot of humans find snakes and spiders creepy, because snakes and spiders were one of the main things that would fuck us up when we were like running through the savannah or the jungle or whatever the fuck. That's a primeval thing.
Yeah.
Fear darkness, fear spiders, fear snakes.
What's happening? He's got a motor.
What's up, bro?
How you going, guys? How you going?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, we're from New Zealand.
Right on, right on.
Fucking hot day today. Very hot.
Were you guys not on a typhoon watch there not too long ago?
Who? Me?
No, in New Zealand. I thought there was a watch there from a volcano exploding.
Yeah, there was a tsunami warning. There was a
Tsunami watch.
tsunami warning,
Yeah,
but it didn't turn out to be anything. Yeah,
yeah,
that was nothing.
lucky.
It was nothing to worry about. It was 8.1 out by the Kermadec Islands, but yeah, all the east coast was on tsunami alert, but it wasn't anything to worry about. You could have just stepped over it, 30 millimeter wave or something.
That's good then.
Sitting behind me, I lean back and trap his tail, and he gets pissed at me, man.
Who?
Oh, your bird.
The bird, yeah.
Oh, the bird. Bird is the word. Bird
Bird
is
a
the
word.
Yeah.
Everybody's heard the bird is a word. Haven't you heard that the bird is a word? Bird is a word.
So is cannabis legal over in New Zealand? Is it, or
I doubt it.
anybody know?
I don't know.
I doubt it. I'd say medical.
No, we had a referendum a couple, 6 months ago or so, maybe less than that. There was a referendum, and it looked like everyone was on board with it. Yeah, man, we're going to be able to grow at least 2 plants each, or we could. There were going to be dispensaries you could get up to nearly an ounce a week, but of course, it didn't get passed. Smell a rat with that voting, the way they did that voting system. I think they just went, too many people want to smoke it. Fuck, we don't want that. And it's still illegal.
That sucks, yeah.
But they could clean up on taxing it.
Yeah, that they could. That's what they're doing up here in Canada.
Yeah,
man.
it was
Everywhere.
Yeah. It was just crazy. Like all the people on the talk shows, everyone was pro marijuana for medicinal purposes and whatnot. And we thought we were going to fly through. Thought it was just going to fly through with flying colours, but no, bastards. Could have been able to come here, enjoy this beautiful country, and smoke pot. At least they don't throw you in jail for fucking months and shit. Here they'll just take it off you. They can probably smoke it somewhere themselves.
Yeah. It is just a plant.
That's all. Nothing more.
Silence. Yeah, it's just a fucking plant. Tomorrow is the first week of work, week 5. And my plants have already been stacking on, so I'm guessing week 5 is supposed to be the main week when you stack on a lot of your plants weight, bud weight. So if I'm already stacking on before week 5, I can't wait to see what week 6 going to fucking look like. I want to see the plants look like. I wish I could jump a week into the future and just get a look at
What should go from here, Dave? It's going to boom on you, man.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous of that greenness. Look at the trees you don't have to fucking spend $1 bazillion watering. Sometimes in the summer, just our little patch of trees here in our yard can run us a couple $1,000s in water.
You're kidding.
I think it is the summer where he's got a motor. It's probably just end of summer now, isn't it?
Why don't you just grow what's natural to the area?
Not very good shade.
Yeah, trees with leaves in Bugsy's area die. If they have leaves, they die.
The trees literally have.
They had a few fails. Got a few males, but it's my good. Yeah. Gets a bit of shade.
Chop them fucking males up. What are you doing? You're breeding them. You're breeding plants. Chop them males to pieces. Little fucking pieces.
No, I was hoping that the one of mine was male, but I was going to do a specific backbreed into its own strain.
I killed all my males. They were fucking shit. I couldn't do anything with them.
Yeah, didn't want to take anything to seed.
I got
That's
some
my
seed.
two. Remember,
I still got some
the two
seeds.
plants I was
But,
talking about earlier.
have another go.
I was talking about two plants earlier. Two males I killed. I'm thinking I'm just gonna wait until I harvest these plants before I pop more seeds.
I'm surprised you never had some on the go already, Dave.
I was going to, but I thought, fuck it. Why don't I just wait until these flower out? Wait until these finish. And then I can clean
Dave's
out the tent
decided he
before my
don't want
next
to
run.
do so many.
Yeah, you getting a bit too brave, is what you're saying?
No, it's just too much work. I have to water like 8 liters of water, nutrients, and all this shit every day to make sure nothing's going wrong. I have to go in
Going
there
to
and
be
turn the
worth it,
plants
buddy.
around.
It's going to be worth
Yeah,
it.
but hopefully, but like next grow, half as many plants, not even 3 plants. I can fill that space up probably with 1 plant if I do it right.
Yeah, I would say in a 4x4, I wouldn't go any more than 2. Even 1, you can do it if you top it all the time.
Yeah.
1 will do it.
They're big. I'm definitely going to get a decent yield. I'm wondering how much right now, though. Hope it's more than 10 ounces.
That would be nice. That'll get
Yeah,
you
if it's
through
more
to
than
the
10.
next one.
Well, I got 8 plants, so I should be able to do more than 10 ounces on that. Come on. Like, what? That's an ounce per plant.
How high
That's
are
not
they?
a lot to hope for. Yeah, that's an ounce per plant. That's not a lot to hope for now, is it?
No.
Yeah, just a little over an ounce per plant.
How tall are your plants?
Tallest ones are about 4 feet tall. Smallest ones are about 3 feet tall.
Well, the 4-foot ones you should at least be getting an ounce on for sure.
Hopefully.
Even the 3-foot ones you should be. Yeah, you take it up to your final days and you let them mature like they should, and you should be fine.
Yep.
Don't chop it early because then you're going to be just losing out on the bulk, eh?
I got one plant that's already like it's only like week. I'm only just coming into week 5. I got one plant that's already has some of the pistils are turning amber already.
Yeah.
Like none of the other ones are turning amber. Just that one.
Yeah, I would just go with plant maturity rather than going with the color of your pistils,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I know. I have a magnifying glass. I haven't got in there to look at it yet, but it's definitely maturing faster than the other plants, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. I've always just
It
taken mine
also
up
looks
to
like
8
one of the
9
nicest.
weeks.
It's one of the nicest looking ones too. It's got some nice fat looking buds on it already.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's always a good time when it comes harvest time, that's for sure.
Yeah. Doesn't say, and I can't wait. I want to see what they look like next week because it's only just starting, you know, like it's coming into week 5. So the plant is like it's starting to bulk up a little bit. There's pistils everywhere. I'm hoping, like, you know, that if they fatten up really well, if they fatten up good enough, I have a fella in the town that I like. I'm gonna give them an ounce or something. If I get more than I need, I'm just gonna give someone some weed.
So how much would a joint cost over there, Dave?
A joint?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never bought a joint off anyone. I'd give people joints all the time.
Okay, but people don't buy joints there?
No, I've never heard of that.
Okay.
A gram is usually 25 euros. That's about $30, I think.
Holy shit.
And that's like a gram that you don't know what strain it is. You're not really asking questions. Chances are you're getting ripped off a little bit and it might have seeds in it. So
Really?
it's garbage. Yeah, you're paying 25 quid for garbage.
Well, they won't be saying that when you're on the street, Dave.
No, I'm not selling anyone anything. They can all go fuck themselves.
That's what I
I'm doing
say
it for my
too.
personal use. Yeah, I'm personal use all the way.
Person.
They can all suck my dick. Every one of them can suck my dick. all ripping each other off. Let them keep ripping each other off. The whole reason I started growing in the first place, don't want to associate with drug dealers anymore.
You don't want
And I have to pay stupid amounts of money for weed.
I agree with that one.
Money for weed. I personally, I think even
You end
though
up
weed is illegal,
selling some,
though
and
weed
then
is
you need to
illegal-
buy some yourself. So you
yeah,
don't
even
know.
though weed is illegal in Ireland, even though weed is illegal in Ireland,
Hi,
I'm
Mama
being
Redneck.
I'm being less of a criminal by growing it because I'm not associating with drug dealers. I'm not paying money to crime. I'm actually paying taxes on it because everything I buy I have to pay taxes on. Even when I buy a tent or a grow light or anything like that, I pay taxes on.
Well, you pay taxes, that's for sure.
Yeah. The only part of this that was kind of free is some people were nice enough to send me seeds. And you guys are paying taxes on that as well because you're sending me some beans and you're paying for postage and all this shit. So everything is it's all paid by taxes.
Pay tax on top of tax.
Yeah, it's all covered by tax. That's my argument in court. I don't sell it.
As long as it's free, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm being less of a criminal now than I was being when I was buying it. Because when I buy weed, where's that money going to? When you buy weed off a drug dealer, that's selling all types of drugs, what's he doing with that money?
It's going towards his next next shipment.
Yeah.
Next up.
Yeah. And some of that money be used for things worse than weed. You might be buying bullets. You never know.
Bullets and cocaine and trafficking in people's lives.
Yep.
I don't imagine it'd be too much.
And
What?
Hey, what's up, Mama? Mama Redneck's in your chat.
Yeah, I said hi to Mama Redneck. I popped her up a link if she wants to jump up.
They buy the means to be able to make meth.
Yeah, well, they will definitely rob Peter to pay Paul. So they'll take from one stash's pay to pay for another stash's pay. Who knows what you're paying for? Bullets, cocaine, people to be trafficked. Who knows?
Yeah, you might buy a bag of weed for, let's say, I buy some weed for $25, €25.
Yep.
And that money, that €25 gets put straight into with a bunch of other €25 to get someone fucking killed.
Yeah.
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 Yep. See here, the gangs run all the drugs. You can't just start selling drugs. So they get word of it, they'll come down and close you down. They'll fuck you up. They'll shoot. They'll fuck you up. And so every time you need to go buy some, you're taking the risk of getting your money taken off you, or buying a really shit deal, which is usually what you'll get. You'll be like, fucking hell, half a gram for $20, and it not be any good. It could have fucking God knows what on it. And it's just the way it is, and we're making them money, so it's a no-brainer, right? The government should have jumped on that.
People doing
here,
people would
control
take weed and spray fiberglass on it, to increase the weight.
People are going to smoke it anyway,
What they did?
Spray fiberglass on weed.
Fiberglass.
Yeah, because it would increase the weight of the weed.
Why fiberglass? Why not just water?
Because they didn't give a shit. They don't care. They don't know anything about weed here.
Because water evaporates.
Yeah, but I mean, it stays in there long enough to pass it on to another guy, though, right?
Yeah, that's what the whole point is. They don't give a shit. They don't care that they're making you smoke fiberglass or that they're ruining the whole batch of weed. They just spray it on there because they're like, their thoughts on it magical is they'll make extra money on it now. So who gives a shit?
But they'll do that to the fellow guy?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's
another reason I don't want to buy weed.
That's sad.
I've often, over here, you buy pieces of hash. You buy a piece of hash, and you'll notice there's bits of plastic in it.
Plastic?
Plastic. You can actually pull a piece of a plastic bag out of the hash.
And somebody's put that in there?
Yeah, because what they do, right? They'll buy a brick of 100, really high quality hash over in wherever to get it. They'll buy it over there. They'll bring it over here. And what they'll do here is they'll expand it. And to expand it, they'll just mix a bunch of shit into it. They'll heat it up in a bin, and then they'll throw a load of hay and plastic, hay like straw. Yeah, plastic, anything that will burn.
Yeah.
And they'll mix it into the hash and turn the hash into double, and then sell it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It is disgusting, man. It's not that bad up here in Canada, I don't think. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was fortunate enough to where I always pretty well my own dealer, right? So I was lucky that way. But man, I would never even think about putting anything like that inside of anything that I had.
You would if you could take a bar of hash that costs $2,000 and turn it into $8,000.
No.
You might think about it then.
No.
See, that's a drug dealer mentality, though. See, a normal person wouldn't do that.
Oh, I was always looking for the cash. I was always looking for the cash back in the day, but I wouldn't be doing it at that price.
Well, they're criminals. That's why I don't want to associate with them.
Yeah. Might as well put sand in the damn thing or something.
I've seen that. Dirt in the bag.
Yeah, I've seen somebody put pebble in a bag, you know? I've seen that before. A pebble.
Why would someone put a pebble in the bag to make it heavier?
Yep.
Yeah. That's why a lot of the places that recycle aluminum here won't take your cans crushed anymore, because there were people who were putting a pebble in each can and then crushing it.
Huh.
So now you got to take in fucking 20 bags of uncrushed cans instead of 2 bags of crushed ones. Because they can't trust you not to weight your aluminum cans down. When all I do is just fucking squish it together, they won't take it. They won't take that at recycle no more, because there could be a pebble jammed in the middle of it.
They'll take them up here.
Yeah, that's weird. People must be fucking scammers.
They are. We've got some hideous motherfuckers.
Just trying to get the extra on the aluminum.
You'd think that
that is weird.
I think you're cutting your own mic off too quick. He's got a motor.
In Ireland, literally, at least where I grew up, anything that's not nailed down will be stolen. It will be stolen. I've often done this as a test. Like, I'll take something I don't want anymore, something I want to get rid of, like an old TV or a computer screen or something, and just leave it out the front for an hour. By the time you go back out, it's gone.
What I used to do is we used to sit in the gardens at the pub, and we used to get what we call a toonie. It's like a $2 bill, but it's a coin. Yeah. And I would put crazy glue on the one side, and I'd crazy glue it to the sidewalk. And we would watch people go by and try and pick that up off the sidewalk. And you know something? It would always be gone by morning time, eh? But it would be
someone would come back and get it with something. Would
come back and chisel it off.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what they do. But it used to be fun. That's what we used to do a lot of. Fun.
Yeah. We did a similar one to that. When at high school, there was someone had a fake $10 note, and we just like left it on the ground, and it's like hundreds of kids going past. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that were standing on it and walking straight past it. And this teacher came out, and she was like, but by herself, she was like, oh, she had to pick it up, and I was like, ugh, fucking let it go, because once you see it, you're like, yeah, it's fucking fake.
Yeah. Yep.
You see King of the Hill. King of the Hill, out of 4 guys are standing in front going, yup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch The Big Bang Theory over there in Ireland, Dave?
Yeah, some people do, not me though, because I hate that fucking show.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You know how I know I hated it? Because I used to watch it. I watched the first season of it, And I remember there was a joke in the first season where one of the guys is sitting at the bottom of the stairs trying to get into their fucking bedroom or something. And he's playing with a laptop and he makes a joke about a poorly emulated game. I thought, yeah, that was kind of funny. So then I watched the next couple episodes and each one got worse. Like, it just ended. It was bad. I didn't like it anymore. Especially the laugh track. Laugh track pisses me off.
You know what? Actually, the spin-off from that is pretty good. The Young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon? You like that?
Yeah, it's okay.
I didn't really take a liking to that too much myself.
Cheesy in a kiddish kind of way, you know. It's something something a smart kid would actually find amusing, actually, I think.
I think that's off the air now, isn't it?
I don't know. Man, I ain't keeping up with fucking... I haven't watched TV, over-the-air TV in 2 years, and I haven't watched cable in fucking 5, 6, 7 years.
I don't know the difference. I haven't watched TV in about 10 years.
We use internet television up here. It costs us like $100 for 1 year.
Well, what would you call it? It would be internet television. I use YouTube, Disney Plus, Curiosity Stream, Nebula, and there's a couple other like Vimeo, Twitch. That's as close to TV as I get.
Okay.
I mean, like Curiosity Stream is kind of like it's full of documentaries that you would see on something like a PBS or something like that, public broadcast system.
Hey,
yummy.
There you go. Get that back in you and you'll feel a lot better.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you got to figure some of these people in politics are.
Have you guys ever heard of the Sasquatch show? Mike Nolan.
So you wonder why the hell they're not legalizing it, because I know the majority of everybody that I grew up with were fine with weed,
That's some of the most, I think it's become a political firebrand due to it being due to drinking being such an embedded part of our culture, that marijuana becomes a firebrand that they want it nothing legalized because it's going to take from any booze culture.
Yeah, it's going to be a threat.
Yeah. And like people
money away from it.
Everybody thought our Senator John McCain was a maverick man, he was doing things differently and being the maverick. But his newer, younger wife, he left his dying wife to marry. The newer, younger one was an heiress to like one of the fucking liquor companies. I don't know which one. But so Cindy McCain is an heiress to a liquor company. Meghan McCain's mama. So these people, they don't want no fucking legal marijuana.
No.
Because that's still going to cut into their pocketbook in the end.
That's right. That's not to say they don't smoke it.
Right. But they don't want us to have free access.
Well, it's like the drug dealer doesn't want it legal access either, right? He wants everything to be all
to have to come through him, yeah.
Yeah, of course. And that's the way it was in Canada when it came right down to the wire. People were going, no. Even people that wanted it legal wanted the government not to have their hands on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they knew, like, it's like now, it's buy government weed. You buy government weed or you buy private weed. You either buy one or you buy the other, government or it's private, And if you're buying good weed, you're not buying government weed, you're buying private weed.
But don't you dare fucking grow it yourself, otherwise we'll get you.
Well, don't go anywhere past 4 plants and you'll be all right,
That's such a small limit, though. God.
I know it is. I don't know who the hell agreed to that because they should have had me at the table. I would have never agreed to 4 plants. I'm telling you that right now. Never.
What do you think
And
the
that comes
limit
from
is?
experience.
What's a good limit right there? Okay, that's a good subject. What is a good legal limit? How many plants
There shouldn't
does
be a
any
legal
one
limit.
man need?
Well, wherever you draw the line,
There
it's
should
going
be.
to be.
I think there should be.
Wherever you draw the line, it's going to be arbitrary. No matter where you put it, it will be arbitrary.
Why have a limit to it?
So let's put it at one that's usable, arbitrary line that gives you enough room you can actually grow enough for you to grow your own medicine. So let's maybe say 12 plants per person. No limit per household, 12 plants per person. That might be a good limit.
That would work. That would work for me.
Yeah. You could
Right.
always have
Yeah.
a 6, have a 6
4 plants.
plant.
That's bullshit.
You could, or even 3 separate 4 plant rotations going at once. So you're never, you're harvesting and pretty soon when you're running out, you're harvesting the next one and you have the whole rotation going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, up here, like I said, in Canada, you're allowed 4 plants. So you grow your 4 plants, and then now you have to plant your 4 seeds for your next ones.
Yeah, but can't
So
you get
you
a
don't-
license that increases that amount?
Yeah, I know, but that's if you have the money to get a license. But if you don't have the money to get a license, you don't have enough money to grow your own weed. You can't grow 4 plants and get by on that by the time you plant 4 seeds and get another 4 plants off of that. That's a recipe for disaster. That's the way I see it, anyway, right? It's just not enough. By the time you plant 4 seeds and get anything decent from that, you'll have the first 4 plants gone in no time.
But the whole thing about choosing a line is that it is arbitrary, and no matter where
Have you seen that video on
arbitrary.
YouTube that shows you how to
Is that it is arbitrary, and
He's got a motors behind on chat. Behind that.
yeah, he's lagging.
All right, look, there's a limit on plants, right? There's a limit on plants. You can only have 4 plants, but is there a limit on yield?
Yeah, got a big delay.
Yeah.
What I was saying is
yeah, I'm gonna look
have
up
you
the
guys
laws.
seen the video that shows you how to be able to pick the male and the female seeds apart? If that's bloody handy, then you don't get any males.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at
Because apparently the female seed has where there's a little where it joins the bud, the plant. It has a more of a perfect round circle. It's sort of deeper, where the male seed has like a bit of a rough circle where it broke off from the plant. It's a little bit scabbier, not quite a round circle, a bit shallow. And that's how you can tell a female seed from a male seed. So I'm going to put that into use next time I do my next grow.
No, I don't think you can tell the fucking sex of a seed.
No, you can't.
No way. No.
No.
You got to make a video proving that. You got to make a video proving that.
And 4 males.
No, you can't.
No, that requires proof he's got a motor. You need to prove that. You need to do a video and prove that. I'm not just going to buy that or straight up you can sex a seed. Go ahead. That's like basic shit right there. That's like shit you tell growers to fuck with them. You're just trying to fuck with us, you motherfucker.
1 gram of dried cannabis is equal to 5 grams of fresh cannabis.
I'll do a test. I'll get a couple of seeds and I'll go and see if I can get it on camera.
Label them all up.
You should grow like 10 seeds then, right? And mark the pots whether you think they're male or female, and then grow them out and see how many, what ratio you're right at. You'd probably pop 10 females though, because you use fem seeds. Be like, oh, they're all female. I can tell by the shape of the seed, and then just pop them all, they're all female. You use fems. It's bullshit. That's cheating.
No, you can't predict what a seed's going to be. Not in my books.
Yeah.
I've tried it. It doesn't
agree.
work.
I agree.
I can't
Here's the
remember
male
what
seed. I don't know if you can see this. This is probably going to be impossible to see.
Male seed.
It's going to be impossible, yeah, because your frame rate is hideous. You're getting like one
They
frame
reckon
per every
99
2 seconds.
chance. Don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, we all see it. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, that's a female seed. That looks like a female seed to me.
Yeah, it's sort
That's a
of
Hermie. I can see that it's a Hermie.
a little scabby with it.
What are you guys looking at?
I don't fucking know.
That
Yeah, it's hard enough to just catch it. See, it's not round, not perfectly round. It's close. But,
I think that was a trans. That's a trans
it's
seed.
very hard to see, but this one's more perfectly round. Where is it? See.
Yeah, I still don't believe you. You can't tell the sex with seed. Grow that seed and prove me wrong.
What am I? What am I? I don't know.
What's up, Bubba Wand?
Oh, hi, Bubba Wand.
She does.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Bugsy's chat.
Yeah.
Welcome. Kind of boring right now because no one's talking except for me, though.
I'm
It was
hitting my
quiet.
pipe. I'm hitting my pipe. I was about to show the other screen.
You can't sex a fucking seed. Right, that's amateur shit. You can't sex a seed. It's not possible.
There's a picture Dave was talking about earlier that I took this morning.
You got to zoom in, Bugsy.
What the heck's that?
Hold control on your keyboard and scroll your mouse wheel on the picture. And it should zoom in. Or don't. I don't care.
I'm trying.
You gotta click on the picture. There you go. You did it. Yeah. It's all purple in the center. Pretty cool. I wouldn't even call that purple. That's more like black.
It's
That's
the
a pretty
strange.
Shade of purple.
It's-
Flowering, isn't it? Whose plant's that?
That's
That's one of
mine.
them. That's like
Pretty
one
small
of them.
plant. You're flowering, isn't it, Bugsy?
It
That's
is.
one of them Michael Jackson plants. It's got that piece of shit, except for it's turning black instead of white to black. It's going black, green to black. If you're gonna be my wheat plant, better
Man, that's
know if
funny.
you're
I've never
gonna
had
be
one
black
flower
or
that
green.
small myself.
Your wife wants to eat you. She does.
That
What the fuck is that? Is that Yoda?
was Yoda. Yeah.
Oh. Fucking Yoda. Did you get that soundboard yet, Bugsy? No, but
No, but I ordered it from China, not from Amazon.
ooh, you're gonna be waiting.
That's okay. I
Yeah,
don't
try
mind
like
waiting
3
as long
months.
as it comes out.
Man, I remember I used to wait for like before I was on Amazon, I used to get shit off eBay. I'd be waiting 3 months sometimes for stupid shit like a keyring. Waiting 3 months.
3 months.
Fucking hell.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt if it set at your customs for a couple of months before you got it.
Probably, yeah. This is long before COVID. It's like 2016, 2017. You order some stupid shit like, some crap you don't really need. But it'd take months and months. By the time it gets to you, you forget you even ordered it. I didn't even
My
know I
post
ordered some of the shit.
office, my post
It's like
office
ordering
said
yourself
to
a
me,
surprise.
that my post office said to me that you will be receiving that package in 2 weeks.
I ordered
2
these from
weeks? Yeah.
I think it
I
is
ordered
firing out
these
to me though.
for my
It's coming quick.
daughters.
It's already been shipped. Normally those packages take like 5 days before they even shipped.
I ordered
Yours
these
was, like,
for my
shipped already.
daughters
Yeah. What are they?
at the
I can't tell what
they're
they're.
necklaces.
Oh, cool.
One's like
Star.
it's a pinnacle with the Yggdrasil or the Tree of Life, and the other one is just like a moon thing.
Moonstone.
Yeah, kind of.
A mood ring.
No, moon.
Oh, a moon.
But yeah,
What
they're
time is it?
kind of witchy looking stuff, you know.
I have to
But
water my plants soon.
But I got them for my daughters, and I ordered them a week before I ordered the sound card.
Wait, sound card.
You mean the soundboard?
Yeah, the soundboard. Well, it's called a
Oh, you
sound
said
card. It is a sound card inside that board.
But like no, I thought you meant you ordered a sound card like for your PC.
No.
Don't even know.
No.
Those don't exist. No one uses those anymore.
That little soundboard is called a sound card, something other
Oh.
that I ordered.
Well, I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be good. It might be an improvement to the channel.
That's
maybe.
the one you were showing us the other day.
Hit some buttons and make some noises.
I got
or
one that
something.
was a little bigger, even.
Oh,
Does
really?
it have
One I-
hotkeys on it?
Yeah, of course.
So you can press a button and make a video play on the StreamYard.
Oh, probably. I'm not certain. Yeah, should be able to.
Yeah, that'd be handy.
That would be.
Well, I can set my cell phone to hotkey things too.
Like what? On StreamYard? Though.
No,
so
on-
StreamYard is a third-party site.
On OBS.
Oh yeah, I have that too. The deck, OBS deck. It's a pretty good app. I like that app. But it stopped working for me for like a month. It stopped working, and then I complained. I was after a month of trying to sign into it. It wouldn't let me sign in. I complained on Google Play. I was like, "This app is fucking garbage. These guys, you fucking suck." I just read them the whole line of filth, and within about like 4 days, they got back to me saying, "Update your app here." And I went and
Update
updated my
your
app,
app
and it
here.
works again. Yeah, now I went and updated my app, and it works again. So I was like, okay, it's working now. I just changed my thing. I changed it, but like they got back to me.
You're
Only
like
'cause I like them
only
such a
using
fucking-
it or what?
I left them such a nasty fucking review. They got back to me. They're like, we gotta get that review. They wanted me to change the review. They wanted me to change the review.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what it
Sometimes
was.
when I'm streaming, I use OBS. It's called Streamlab OBS, and it's for streaming games and shit like that.
Or just doing
anything.
this kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for streaming anything really. One of the ideas I had to use OBS was me and Bugsy was talking one night about Bugsy paying for this, and I think paying for this whole thing here is a ripoff because you can stream to YouTube with OBS, yeah. And then I could basically start a YouTube stream using OBS where it can look at my computer screen, and then I could just open up Streamlabs, and get it to show my full screen, and then that would stream to YouTube. So you wouldn't have to obey the bullshit rules of Streamlabs giving you only 20 hours a month. Like if you go over 20 hours a month on
all they give
Streamlabs,
you?
it erases your video. Yeah, only gives you 20 hours. But if you pay, you get more.
Okay.
If you pay.
Yeah, I can go more.
Okay.
If you pay, you get more.
But like you don't have to pay, is what I'm saying. Like you can still use Streamlabs exactly like what we're doing right now, and not
Right.
pay and get
But
unlimited
you get
hours.
it but it's branded Streamlabs,
Yeah.
right? And you only get 20 hours, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with OBS, you can get unlimited. You can use any chat and stream it to YouTube with OBS. You can use Discord and stream it to OBS. And Discord's better. I think it's better. In Discord, you can post emojis and all types of cool shit.
I've had Discord on my phone.
Videos and
I've never figured out how to use that, man.
There's
it's
a learning
little bit
curve to
different.
Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there
When
is.
you want to friend someone, the most thing people don't get is on Discord. When you want to friend someone, you have to get their name and the little number at the end of their name. It'll usually be like hashtag and 5 digits. You have to get that as well.
Well, how
If
do
you
you
don't
get
get
that?
that, you can't friend them. You just look at the person's profile.
Ooh,
Or
You get someone will give you a code, like usually it's links. Someone will give you a
You
link.
send somebody a link through their
Yeah,
YouTube
and when they
and stuff
open
like that.
when they click the link, it'll open Discord, the app, or it'll open the page, and they'll be able to click friend from there.
Huh.
Takes a little bit of a learning curve, but you can stream on there and do all the shit too. You can have people calling you. All it takes is you having Discord.
I like the fact that you can make phone calls, eh?
Yeah.
Can you not? Yeah.
Yeah, you can. But like we're live right now. We're live right now. But if Bugsy clicked the little button, it wouldn't be live anymore. People on YouTube wouldn't see us, but we'd still
Right.
be here able to talk.
Right.
So like you can do that. You can use this without going live and still stream to your YouTube page live. Is what I'm getting at. And then you don't have to obey their bullshit rules of you only get 20 hours a month. It's just like you're having a private call, but you're broadcasting it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
You can still drop the link in YouTube just like you would. You can still drop it over there and people can still join. And people over there, the chat will work perfectly. The only difference will be I don't think the chat here where you're looking at the chat on StreamYard would work because you're private.
right.
Yeah. But there's a way to get around the bullshit rule of that 20 hours a month shit.
Yeah, that is shit.
Yeah. I don't think StreamYard's worth money. Like they're asking for money for it. They should be happy that people are using it for free. You'd be happy.
It's a good service, though, isn't it? I mean, like, I don't know.
notice a lot of advertisements. I don't see advertisements on the page that I'm on, which is nice.
Hmm.
I guess that's why. I guess that's a benefit of it costing a bunch of money. But like, I wouldn't pay for it. No, if all they're offering is the shit they're offering right now.
Well, what else should they be offering with it, though? There's nothing really you can offer, is there?
Some better moderation. Some better moderation tools. Number one.
Welcome back,
Nice.
Bubba One.
Why did Bubba want to leave? Welcome back.
She said, "Be right
Better
back," and
moderation
then she
tools.
said, "Okay, back."
Better moderation tools would be nice, like an auto moderator, ban certain words and stuff. Things YouTube doesn't do for you.
And that's worth
That's
the
what they
extra
should be
$20.
No, and a bunch of other stuff as well. Like they should have their own music library and a bunch of other things for $20 a month. Like $20 once.
Well,
Okay,
let's not forget what you're
pay
paying for.
$20
You're
once.
paying for the ability to be able to have group chats like this, right?
Yeah, but that's not worth $20. They're not really
And you're
providing
saying
anything.
to
They're just-
pay for little things are worth $20?
No, I'm saying that these are features they should have. If they're going to be asking for money, $20 a month every month, they should have a bunch of extra like features in there that makes it worth it. Like an auto moderator might be one.
I say you're better
Something that
off.
drops your link for you. Something that drops your link for you automatically, like a button. You can just
Yeah.
click a button down there where it says mute. You click a button and it'll just drop the StreamYard link in your chat.
I say you're better off with about 4 buddies, and you each use your 6 hours, and you're good for 24 hours through the week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody's part of
I want that for.
a part of it and donates their 6 hours towards the room.
Like Bugsy, why do you pay for it? What benefits do you get from it? he
Well,
actually pays for it. He'd know better than we would.
I get. I can stream unlimited, but
Yeah.
I still have a certain limit I can go for recording. The Pro,
Yeah, but
that's
12 hours,
unlimited.
isn't it?
I believe so.
So that's you only have one choice. You have regular.
I can
and
put
Pro.
10 people on screen instead of 6.
That's what most people pay for it for. to tempt
That's
people.
for the paid version versus non-paid, right? Non-paid
Right.
is
I can put that branding up in the corner instead of it being
StreamYard.
StreamYard's branding. It's mine.
Yeah.
Like
And you can put the background.
but basically you just want it because you can have different people up on your panel, right?
Yeah, that, and I enjoy the customization. That
Yeah.
I couldn't have that beetle in the background without or my channel branding, my original channel branding.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not possible. It's only that without paying. It's the leaves.
Well, that or black. You can have just
Right.
black.
Right.
You can have just black too.
But
That's cool.
I can add video clips. With the free version, it comes with the 30-second countdown. I don't think you can add video clips with the free version. Or maybe
you can. With the free version, you can add video clips. That's like one of the only things you can do.
It's that you can't add overlays. You could only. This is the only overlay that there was, but like this is a gaming overlay I built. You know,
And you
I
don't
put it
know
up
what
here.
file that is, eh?
Huh?
You don't know what file is that? Like, is that a GIF or anything?
What is it, Dave? It's a PNG, right? With the clear background.
File is PNG file is a clear background, transparent, something.
PNG.
Yeah.
See, that's something you should be able to do. See that bug you have in the background? You should be able to upload GIFs there.
That
Like
the
should play
bug.
like a video in the background. Yeah, the bug. You should be able to upload a GIF, so you can have the bug moving or whatever, like crawling around, like 30 seconds or something.
Got
like,
a little
those are type
horny
of
toad
features.
down in the other corner.
Those are types of features I'm talking about. They need to have this stuff built into it if they want to be asking me for $20. Like, they want to have a library file where I can store all my streams there and not on YouTube. You know, a bunch of things. I just don't see it as worth it.
It's not worth $20.
There is a library. I do have a library also, where streams are stored. Yeah. Just a second.
And that's a part of StreamYards?
Yeah.
Over here. Let me open StreamYards. That's all the stuff I have in the library so far.
Yeah, but as well, you want to be able to go into that library, scan through quickly, and clip things like they can on Twitch. They can clip little parts of a clip.
Oh yeah, I know,
but you should be able to just click on it and play it,
or
like on screen right here.
Be nice if you could cue them, eh?
Yeah, cue them. Roll that clip, Jeremy. You should just play.
Re-enter the broadcast studio for any of your past broadcasts. I can view that file on Twitch, and I can use their stream flag, the stream timestamp flagging system Twitch has.
Yeah.
I can use that to mark out the spot I want to clip later or whatever, and then go clip it in Twitch. Because we're on Twitch right now, too, not just YouTube.
We're on Twitch?
Yeah.
How do you say you're on Twitch?
He multi-streams. He streams more than one place. But you know what? People on YouTube are awesome. Twitch people suck balls. So I know.
Twitch?
Yeah,
I never signed up for Twitch.
Coralux is all right.
I mean like people that view Twitch, not people that fucking broadcast on Twitch. People that view Twitch are fucking assholes. I'm gonna get Bugsy banned on Twitch. No, they're over there. They're very like half the shit we talk about. You probably can't talk about over there. We probably got Bugsy banned already. You can't talk about nothing over there.
I see people doing smoke streams and stuff like that over there
on Twitch. Oh man, I heard some stories about over there. I could tell you. Like the guys who run Twitch are apparently a bunch of little horny fucking teenagers, and they play favorites. Like, you know, certain girls are
that
allowed to pull
doesn't
their asses and
surprise
their
me.
titties out.
Twitch, they just
Certain
bought
girls.
Twitch for $3 billion.
And these fuckers will be, you know, you get some girl on some stream, she'll be pulling her tits and her arse out, and you're not allowed to do that on Twitch, but she get a pass. Loads of passes. And
I believe that.
It came out years later that this guy was giving her loads of passes, this Twitch moderator that was giving this chick loads of passes where he's banning other people for doing the same exact thing. Turned out he was like in the background trying to get in touch with her and trying, you know, meet her.
Yeah, trying to get the hookup, yeah.
Being a creepy little fucking weirdo. And she was constantly putting him off and stuff. And then one time he actually like groped her or something. Done some weird shit to her. Yeah. It's like fucking Twitch, man.
That's not cool nowadays.
At least Susan Wachowski, the chick who runs fucking YouTube, she's not groping people, at least I hope. It's not been proven yet, anyway. Fucking Twitch. Who's viewing us on Twitch right now, Bugsy? Anyone? Any viewers? None. Zero.
One viewer.
One viewer. He's probably pissed off at me right now. He's probably pissed.
I've got
pissed
like
off at
one
me right
follower anyway that isn't related to me, and that's Corlux. That's the only follower I got that's not related to me on Twitch.
You gotta be regular with the streams. You gotta be regular with your streams.
Yeah,
if you
you
miss
do.
one day like what you did,
Yeah.
like people start
Catches
tuning out.
up with you.
I don't give a shit though. I don't care if anyone's watching me.
No,
Give a
that's
fuck. I like when, like, the fewer people who watches you, the crazier you can be. That's the secret of the internet. Yeah.
Yeah, the more comfortable you can be that nobody's watching you, right?
That's when you're fucking set. You got no viewers, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about
And hell, I don't know if me having the stream manager for Twitch open counts as that one viewer. It might. Because it does have the video running in the screen.
I don't think it counts you as your own viewer.
Good. I don't want it to, but it might.
Maybe. Well, like, he's got a motor and Bubble Wand is here. Or no.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Maybe, possibly, yeah.
Yeah, it says we've got 2 YouTube and 1 Twitch. Where the little eyeball is up in the corner.
That's Twitch?
My goddamn.
The little eyeball up in the corner, that shows you how many viewers you have currently.
Eyeball up in the corner.
Yeah, that's what
The
you.
fucking
It's
eyeball.
a little thing on StreamYards when you're the one streaming.
Oh, okay.
It's a little icon. It's an eyeball and it has a number by it. It tells you how many viewers you currently have.
Huh.
Right next to where everybody has the red live button where it shows how long we've been live.
Yeah.
Right after that, I got a little bitty eyeball icon with a number by it showing how many viewers I got.
Oh, cool.
If I hover over that eyeball icon, it has a little drop down menu. It says 1 on Bugsy's Evil Deeds on Twitch and 2 on Bugsy Malone on YouTube. I've been doing a lot of double streaming like that.
Well, there's a lot of things going now.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a fuck. That's how that quote went, yeah?
So what?
Yeah. Well, the original was a damn.
Frankie Scarlet. I don't give a damn.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I've never even seen that movie. I just know the quote.
Yeah. Gone with the Wind.
Frankly, when I'm watching movies, I don't go back past further than the 80s.
Gone with the
effects
Wind,
and stuff,
like the
effects and
longest
stuff get too
winded.
shitty.
I downloaded another Irish movie there, Dave.
Yeah.
I'll try and
There you
find
go.
out what it is for you now. It says it's supposed to be a top one. Michael something, is it? I'll find out. Just give me a second.
Michael Collins.
Yeah, Michael Collins.
Oh yeah.
I was just downloaded that. Yeah. Is that a good one?
I cannot remember. I know who Michael Collins is. He was one of the
Like
leaders
a
of the original
revolutionary,
IRA.
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was one of the original leaders of the IRA. He was assassinated by the English. Yeah, it should be a good film. It's a bit Irish history anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I downloaded that. I'll have to watch that later.
The Butcher Boy is also one of my favorites. I know you've seen it already.
I like the one
That's also
before
one of my
that.
favorites. There's another one, the one before that. Oh
Yeah, the one that you gave me before that. The sawmill.
Yeah, The Wind That Shakes the Barley.
Yeah,
It's a
the
more
one that
modern
shakes
type
the
of film,
barley.
though.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one. It's got a better, like a storyline, you know?
Mm.
The boy that shakes the barley, that's kind of all over the
boy.
place.
The Boy That Shakes the Barley.
Yeah,
It's called
You're
The Wind.
mashing the two.
the wind that shakes the barley.
Wind That Shakes the Barley and The Butcher Boy. You mix them
And the
together.
butcher boy, yeah.
You're smashing two together.
Yeah. They're both good movies, though.
If I could think of any other Irish movies that I
Yeah,
can't remember
do-
those.
do
It's been a long
so.
time since
Yeah.
I watched them.
Yeah, do so. Because when I saw that the boy one, that brought a lot of memories as a youngster too, myself, eh?
Yeah.
I bookmarked
Francie
The Wind That
Brady,
Shakes
the
the
Butcher
Barley
Boy.
on Amazon, I think. I bookmarked
And The
it to
Butcher
watch
Boy is
later.
good as well.
Downloaded it.
I
I
did it
just
too. I
don't-
prefer The Butcher Boy. That's more
I-
more Irish than the two of them.
Than the other one.
I have a fucking weird issue. I just can't bring my. It's like I don't have enough time in the day to watch anything anymore.
Oh, really?
I feel
find
that
the
way.
wintertime's a great time to watch movies, you know, in general. Summertime, you won't catch me near a TV.
What's up? He's got a motor.
He
I'm
has a
back.
motor, but does he have
I
a
just
decent?
had, I
Does he
just
have
had
an
to put the
internet
phone in the
connection?
fridge, cool it down.
Have any-
It's so hot here.
Oh,
So, yeah, very bad internet connection as well.
yeah, I have to do that with my phone sometimes too here in
You
Arizona.
need to get out of the basement. He needs to get out of the basement.
He wants to be near them babies.
Yeah. The Butcher Boy is a good movie. It's one of my favorite movies. There was another one. It's more of a childish kind of film, but it's definitely an Irish thing. It's called The War of the Buttons. That's one that comes to mind. But that's
Oh, yeah?
more like an Irish version of a Disney movie. It's kind of like no, not really. It's more like it's like made for kids, but not the way your guys' films is made for kids. It's like
Mhm.
there's adult themes in it, but it's like it's more like a childhood growing up movie.
Flashbacks of growing up.
No, like how do I
Coming of
explain it?
age movie.
Yeah, coming of age. It's like the kids last summer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Before they all go off to war or work or whatever the fuck shite they went off to do. It's about a bunch of poor kids living in a little village. They're all getting into trouble. They're all fighting with each other and stuff, and it's kind of funny. Some funny shit happens in it. It's called The War of the Buttons.
The War of the Buttons, eh?
Yeah.
Let me have a look at that one now.
Yeah, just look it up. At least when I remember it being like made for kids, but there's adult themes in there. It's kind of like The Butcher Boy as well.
The War of the Buttons. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it. 1994 movie.
Yeah.
No?
Around then. Yeah, no, that's
I
about
see
it.
1994 and I see 2011.
Oh no, definitely not 2011. 1994. Yeah. Was made around then.
2011, a remake.
I have no fucking clue. I never heard the 2011 one. You know what though? There's only so many people are so uncreative now. There's only so many fucking movie titles they can keep renaming shit. Like I remember one time I went into the local video shop, you know, the place you rent videotapes back in the day, and Jim Carrey's movie Liar Liar was just after coming out, and it was some kind of cheap ass version. It was some kind of cheap ass version of another film, completely different film, but it was also called Liar Liar, and it was like right beside it, and I was just like amazed by how like two films, completely different films, same fucking name, sitting on the same shelf beside each other. Like, how many times does that get rented and then someone was expecting the Jim Carrey movie? Like, throw that one in the bin.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like complete opposite of a comedy too. It was like, oh,
Yeah.
some black woman gets accused of doing something in the 60s, and you know there's some court case. It's one of those drama
Oh,
things
God.
about racism. So if you rented that shit, you were expecting Jim Carrey. Oh my god, he'd be super pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go back into that video shop and he calls some fucking. Is it even worth the issues it's going to cause to have that on the shelf beside the other one?
Yeah, you have a drama section.
Fucking, is it even worth the issues it's going to cause to have that on the shelf beside the other one?
Have you guys heard of
You
Sassy the Sasquatch?
have a drama section.
Mike Nolan show? Some funny shit there. It's like a stoner cartoon. It's like the Sasquatch in Australia, and these Australians, a couple of Australian, real, like, very Australian.
Nothing.
What? I caught 0% of that. He's got a motor. You might want to try and turn off your camera and then try talking then, because
Yeah.
it'll save you a little bit of your internet connection, and that way we might be able to understand what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah, you got a point
Like,
there, Dave. If he turns off his camera,
yeah,
and just
he's
uses
doing a
his
thing called
voice.
roboting. He's doing a thing called roboting, and what happens is your voice it sounds like a
Turn off your
robot. And I wouldn't
camera.
understand what the fuck you're saying.
I'm going to run to
off
the
the camera.
bathroom.
Yeah, he's got a motor. Turn off your camera and just use your voice, and you should come through then.
Maybe it was just the joint. Maybe I actually sounded like that.
No, if you turn off your camera and you just leave your voice going, you'll actually will come through probably a lot better. Because right now you're just not really doing anything.
You're roboting. Robot rock. Robot.
Yeah, I think it's just the
Doing anything.
it's the temperature. It's such a hot day, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of laggy on my side as well.
Yeah, something's weird is going on with my connection too. I think I might be echoing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off and come on when Bugsy's back.
Got a motor. Am I echoing? Sounds weird.
You have an effect on or something.
Yeah, fuck you, Bugsy.
Uh-oh.
He's got a motor's bugging out.
Yeah.
This shit's going weird.
He's too out back. He doesn't get a good connection.
He's down in the goddamn basement showing us his plants, but like his connection is sucky. So when he's down in the basement, I can't see or
Fucking hear what the fuck he's saying.
Probably it's not being away from internet. It's probably being away from his router. Through the concrete floor above him or something in the basement.
I'd like to talk to He's Got a Motor sometime when he gets like, it's like talking to He's Got a Motor right now is like talking to a blind and deaf dude. We don't speak the same language.
Right.
I can't understand him. He can't understand me.
It's when you start talking and you get through 3 words and then you start roboting.
Yeah. He's also got like, he doesn't understand how StreamYard works. He has to mute his YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's using the YouTube
to listen to us. Yeah.
to
When
listen
he shouldn't
to us,
be.
yeah.
He should be using the StreamYard. That's a lot of people get pissed off at Hamilton for like He's Got a Motor comes up and it's like we want to talk to him, but it's fucking up what we're doing currently because you can't hear what he's saying and stuff. So people get pissed off at Hamilton for kicking people like that off the panel. Like, but I agree with it. I'll be like, sorry, man, we can't hear or understand you.
Yeah.
Can you fix your shit and then come back up? Like, it's nothing against.
Well, I definitely agree on Hamilton's stream. There's a lot of people being pleased there, you know.
Well, Hamilton wants to run like, a neat, tidy channel. He wants to be able to talk to people and stuff and get people on and off that want to be on and people off that he doesn't want anyone disturbing the whole fucking chill environment.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people will jump up and you can't hear them, you can't talk to them. You gotta kick those people off. It's nothing against the people. Well, like I can understand as well how Hamilton doesn't spend 5 minutes explaining it either. Sometimes he just kicks someone off. But it's not usually against the person. It's just you can't talk to them. Your shit ain't working.
Yeah, you obviously both your headphones and your mic are not working because you're not hearing me. You know. We try.
Yeah, so that's a tip for StreamYard. You gotta have headphones, number one. If you don't have headphones, like you're gonna hear us, but we're also gonna hear us.
I mean, there's the echo cancellation works to an extent. It on my phone. It works pretty damn good. My phone is a Google Pixel. On a whatever the Chinese versions coming out now are, it may not work so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The fucking Xiaomi or whatever it's called, those brands.
Yeah.
I don't fucking like those things.
Huajin. Is that a pizza? Is that what I'm looking at? Hot wings.
It's gabagoo. It's got a gabagoo.
Mm-hmm.
Got potato chips on it. Potato chips on it.
Aren't crisps?
Yeah. No, I don't say crisps. I say potatoes.
Anytime you say potatoes without giving a further description, you're talking about fried taters to me. Like old cube cut home fries, a little extra crispy, you know? Just fried taters to go with the beans.
Fried taters. Did you ever see that Star Trek show? The last one that came out before it got all shit. Enterprise.
Yeah.
What did you ever think of that?
I enjoyed it. It was different, but I enjoyed it. I think they overplayed it. It being that far back in the technology before Kirk's version, they were a little too ahead of Kirk's version to be that far back from them.
How do you mean? Like they didn't have transporters and all this shit? They showed the invention of that.
It showed the finding
Didn't have
of
tractor
that.
beam. Didn't have a tractor beam. They didn't have phasers. Didn't have a lot of shit. Didn't have most of the shit Star Trek's famous for. They just kind of showed the invention of some of it, I guess.
Just the way the ship looked and ran. What
I
I'm
don't know. I was
talking
watching
about.
it the other day. I like it. I actually like that show quite a bit.
I do. I liked the show.
I think the last season got a bit shitty though. Like they were clearly rushed, and they had this whole thing with the white dude and the Vulcan chick having a baby. That was weird.
Had a Game of Thrones rush.
Yeah.
I can't read it.
The dudes who directed Game of Thrones are supposed to be directing the Star Wars. I suppose they're lucky that didn't happen. They're just supposed to be directing the Star Wars trilogy.
Well,
And the dude who fucked up the second Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie, he was supposed to be getting his own trilogy as well. How many fucking trilogies were they planning? Too many, apparently. Don't let the munchies get the better of you. Take one bite of these tasty something. Take one bite of these tasty snacks and let the full on something flavor something.
burger. Oh, it's crisps that are burger flavored.
The full on flavor take over.
Hamburger flavored crisps.
Yeah, ew. Rather just eat a hamburger.
I got white cheddar flavored crackers.
I have nothing. No, I got munchies downstairs in the kitchen. I don't feel like munchies right now.
I ate like a pig last night, man.
A piggy.
I ate steak. I
Yeah.
ate steak. I ate salmon, and I ate a big old brat hot dog.
Yeah, we don't. That's more like you act like an American. A pig will eat anything. Americans like you guys mix. What's that shit? Surf and turf. No one else does that. We eat fish and beef in the same meal. Or you know, like
That's because we're gluttonous.
yeah, you eat several. Like you know, if I was having a burger, that's my dinner for today. I'll have like 2 cheeseburgers and a bag of fries, and that's my dinner for that day. But like a lot of Americans like go to the fast food place multiple times in the same day.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not me.
Yeah, we don't eat that much over here. Like you get a breakfast, a dinner, and a tea, or whatever you call your tea, your night food. Like you know, something to eat a couple hours before you go to bed, about 6 hours before you go to bed, about 7 p.m. You have something to eat then too. Supper. Yeah. Like that's it. Usually 3 meals.
Dinner and supper are the same thing to me. The first 2 we call breakfast and lunch. And then you call the third meal either dinner or supper.
No, I'm talking about you have a breakfast and then you might have a snack during the day, but then you have your dinner and then you have something to eat after your dinner later on at nighttime when you're probably a bit peckish. Usually junk food like biscuits or something. Piece of cake. Or sometimes it might be something else, might be a bowl of cereal.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Have that for my evening.
The snackeray.
Yeah, I like the Cocoa Krispies, the rice puffs that are chocolatey.
Yeah, Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops. How long
The
until
Cocoa
before
Pops.
Cocoa Pops get Me Too'd? How long before they get Me Too'd?
Cocoa Pops I can't do because they hurt me when I eat them with my teeth out. I have to have my teeth in to eat Cocoa Pops. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the Cocoa Krispies. They're rice. They're like Rice Krispies.
Yeah, Cocoa Pops are Rice Krispies over here. It's just chocolate Rice Krispies.
What we call a Cocoa Pop is like a corn pop cereal. It's like a little like a hard Cheeto of a ball, but it's chocolatey.
Might be different where you live.
Yeah.
Here you goddamn bird again. Damn it. Bugsy Malone, the Birdman. Is it going to bite you? It looks like it's going to bite you. You're too far away from your mic. Can't hear you.
Biting me now. He was biting my knuckle.
Little bastard.
It wasn't hard enough to really hurt.
What's his name again?
Blue.
Blue. Blue the parakeet. Who's that pretty boy? Saying that to Bugsy, not to Parrot.
Who's your pretty? I love you too. All right. Go back up.
Yeah, all right. Now, I love you. Fuck off now.
He's like, I ain't going back up.
Can you not just like shake your arm and he'll just take off and fly away?
Yeah.
But they don't like that though, do they?
Well, I like fucking with him by making him twist around and shit, by moving my arm around and shit like that. Doing what I'm doing to him right now, making him climb this way and that. He likes to be the one in control, so I like to take a little bit of that control back.
Does he know any curse words?
I think he was too old to learn words when he came to me.
Oh, thank God. They pick up on swear words straight away to do.
Yeah, they do, because they're something people use the most, because they use them for the most occasions.
Man, there was a pet shop where I live, and there was a parrot in there, and the parrot used to like curse at people. Like the parrot, like proper curses as well. You'd be walking in shop and the parrot would be like, fucking cunt. Like, they're like, fuck you, cunt. Fuck you. It's like, holy shit.
Oh, that's hideous.
Yeah.
Some friends of mine had an African gray, and if you walked in the house with a McDonald's bag, that motherfucking bird, its feet would be holding the bars on the side of the cage like a prisoner, and it'd be rocking the whole cage, screaming, "French fry, French fry."
He likes fries.
Yeah,
like fries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking likes French fries. Don't feed your parrot French fries. There's a good reason not to do it now. Fuck your cage up.
Well, it's too much, especially McDonald's French fries. It's too much salt. You should not be feeding a bird that much salt.
Oh yeah, cert. I'll kill the bastards.
Yeah.
You feed them that much salt, you want them to die quick. And you feed them that shit.
Yeah, giving them heart disease and shit.
I'm subscribed to this guy on YouTube. I love animals. So clearly you do too. I'm subscribed to this guy on YouTube, right? And what he does is he's in New Zealand, I think. Like he's got a motorist. He's in New Zealand, this guy. And what he does is he's trying to rescue sea lions on the beach. And what happens to sea lions all the time is they'll get a loop of something around their neck. You know, like it could be anything, just random shit all the time, but it's usually like a t-shirt or something will get wrapped around the sea lion's neck. And because of the shape of the sea lion, this shit can only go down so far. And once it gets there, it's going to stay there. It's not going to come off. And what happens is they keep growing and this shit starts to cut into their neck. Like, you know, like a dog who had a collar on for too long.
Yeah, yeah.
The shit stares, and these fucking lions. Some of these lions are on the beach, like with huge gaping wounds on them. This guy runs down and throws a net over their head, and like as humanely as possible, tries to cut this shit off them. Like, and a lot of time he has to dig, deep into a wound.
Yeah.
He pulls out a little knife and he has to dig into the sea lion's wound to pull out, a piece of fishing gut and cut it off. This shit is fucking. Sometimes some of the sea lions this guy saves, man, are literally like just minutes away from dying.
Yeah. Just instances
Or
from
hours
it.
or days. Yeah.
I seen a guy
Like
who does it. He has a little pair of scissors he carries in a pouch. He does it. He runs up and does. He doesn't even put a bag on their head. He runs up behind them, jumps down with his knees on their flippers, and starts clipping with his little scissors. Clip, clip,
Yeah.
clip, clip, clip.
I seen this one big ass sea lion, a big male, and this guy ran down the beach with his net, and his friend was helping him, and they jumped on the sea lion, and he could hear it when it was breathing. It was like doing this, like, oh, it kept doing that, making this big weird noise, and it's because it had a piece of t-shirt coiled around his neck so tight it could not fucking breathe. Once they cut the thing, you could hear the sea lion taking a big huge breath, going like huge breath. You could hear it. It was being suffocated to death the whole time with this shit on his neck.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked up. Yeah, some interesting videos. I often thought to myself, like, why do people throw away this shit? If they knew this was happening, they'd be less likely to throw away this stuff.
Would hope it would be.
Well, it's not. People are throwing this stuff away on purpose to kill sea lions. They just don't know what's happening when they do it.
Well, some people have never seen a sea lion in a natural setting, and they really live their life thinking everything's going into the dump, and a lot of times if everything went into the dump would be bigger than a skyscraper, Not that some aren't, but I don't know. You put a city's worth of garbage in a place for 100 years, you've got a lot of fucking garbage,
Yeah.
So where does that garbage go? Some of it doesn't make it into the dump. Some of it blows away in the wind and just becomes a part of the environment. And even if it's a part of the environment that is so harmful to the environment, it's still out of our control because we let it get that way.
Yeah, but a lot of this shit seems like it's magnetically attracted to sea lions. Somehow do we get in our heads in some of the worst shit?
Dude, I watched another lady. She's a diver, and yeah, she wears chainmail stuff because she's a scientist who is studying sharks. But one time, this shark swam up to her, and like it had a fucking fishing hook in its mouth, and she said she could see in its eye it was hurting, and it was like looking at her like slack jawed. And she fucking reached inside that fucking shark's mouth, removed that hook, and that shark was so happy it acted like a dog to her. And then it swam away, and then it started bringing back other sharks with hooks in their mouths. So, like, tell me there ain't some sort of intelligence going on in that shark.
Yeah.
That's crazy shit.
I know, yeah, and I heard something similar, but it didn't have to do with a hook. It was a guy who he raised a shark and he set it free in the ocean, and he was always swimming in that area. And this shark became like a pet fucking dog for him. Whenever he's in the water, this shark would come swimming up. He could throw a stick and shit, and the shark would swim off and get the stick. Like, you can only throw it about 3 or 4 feet from him because it's underwater. But like the shark would grab the stick and bring it back to him. And do weird shit like that. Like, and this is a wild shark. It would then swim off and kill a bunch of shit and eat it. But whenever the guy was in the water, the shark would know he's in the water and would come hang around with him.
That's what I've seen.
Around the water.
I've seen pictures of the people who rescue lion cubs. And they go back to the lion sanctuary like fucking 20 years later, and these big fucking wild lions come running up, and It scares the shit out of you because they tackle them, but all they're wanting to do is lick the motherfucker. There ain't no claws out, no nothing. You know?
Yeah. No, well, clearly they can remember, like, they see you as a parent of some kind.
Yeah.
Or a sibling. Well, it has to be a parent because I don't ever see lions ever, or lions, tigers, or any animal really giving a shit about its siblings.
Not
But
after
like
a certain
parents,
age.
yeah, but their parents, they seem to remember their parents, and seem to remember humans above their own parents sometimes.
Yeah.
What is it? What is that? You're
Even
sitting far
after
away
the
from your mic.
parenting. Yeah. Humans continue to parent even after the parenting cycle ends, so it's sort of a stupid dependency built by an improper relationship at that point, but that's
It was
what
not
I
really
see.
dependency. It's not really dependency when you set the lion free and it's been free for 15 years.
No, what I'm saying is you built in a certain amount of
Love.
thought that went beyond the lion's normal time it would be dependent on a parent. You went a little further and it ingrained a little more of something, is all I'm saying. You know, like they'd be kicked out to go find a different tribe to live in by this time because they'd be competing for the king of the tribe, you know, or whatever.
I don't know. It's hard to
You're
understand.
still you're
Animals are
still
weird.
fucking throwing them steaks at that point, you know. It's still like mommy bringing them a steak at that point. And normally they'd been chased out for being competitive.
Yeah, I suppose. Animals are weird when you domesticate them.
Yeah, there's a dude that has a bear that acts just like a dog.
I seen a short documentary about a guy who lived in the woods, and he lived in a bear sanctuary or something. Hang on 1 second. This dude lived in like a bear sanctuary, and every day he'd go out throwing the bears, like go throwing the bears bread and fruit and stuff. People that donate him food, and this guy go out like is sitting in a circle of about 20 wild ass bears that live in this forest, and he's giving them food, and like they're being pushy and aggressive with him. And one of the bears leaned in, tried to take a loaf of bread off him, and I swear to God, he bitch slapped the fuck out of the bear. Just bitch slapped the bear right in the face. There, no, you wait a minute, right? You fucking wait your turn, like he said to the bear. And he was doing this for a long time. Now, although it's like kind of funny and stuff, like seeing that video, this
Yeah.
guy got mauled and killed by a bear. Eventually, it happened. Eventually,
Yeah.
like they're wild animals. Like no matter
Yeah,
how much we think like
It's behaving like a dog.
it could turn.
the gay magicians with the white tigers, what was their name? Siegfried and Roy in Vegas. They kept doing it and kept doing it, and dude kept sticking his head inside that fucking white tiger's mouth after he had snapped a whip towards it. One day that motherfucker just fucking bit him. You know? Chomp down on a motherfucker. You fucking, how many
Yeah.
times you want to fucking crack a whip at me? How many times
Exactly.
you want me to perch on this little stool made for a human's ass with all four of my feet? Just like an elephant being driven insane at a circus. You know, how many times you gonna fucking take that fucking your cane and whack a fucking elephant in the fucking shin before it fucking looks over and says, "Dude, I remember every fucking time you fucking whacked me, and I'm done with it." You know?
Yeah, elephants have a long memory as well, as far as I know.
Yeah, and I've seen videos of them, and this one, he stomps the fuck out of his handler who was whacking him on the shins with his cane. I mean, he just basically jellifies him, you know? And
I seen
then
the
he
video on.
and then he takes
I
off
thought you were done.
running.
Hmm.
He takes off running, and the strong man of the circus, the guy that picks up the big fake dumbbells, but he's a big guy. He's a
Yeah.
big old dude. He grabs the two gates and thinks he's going to hold the two chain link gates shut. And the elephant basically just runs through the gate and sends dude fucking whoa, And fucking they had to put that elephant down because it went crazy because it had been beat on the shin too many times.
Just wasn't fucking having it anymore.
Yeah.
I seen a video
And
of a bear that was set free from a Russian zoo, and it was in the woods, and some guy was feed this bear. The bear would go every day to where the guy would throw food to the bear, and it would just walk in circles all day, every day, because it was in such a small cage for such a long time.
yeah.
It didn't know how to hunt or anything, so it would just go to where this guy throws it food, and would just walk in circles for hours and hours and hours, like it was pacing inside a small little tiny cage. I thought it was fucking heartbreaking because it had a big
That
giant woods
is.
behind it. And it didn't want no part of the woods. It was just you could see even in the ground because the ground, was covered in snow. And where the
Uh-huh.
bear was pacing, there was no snow. The bear was pacing for hours before.
Oh, good God.
Yeah,
That is
fucked
heartbreaking.
up. Yep. People do fucked up shit to animals for fucked up reasons, little to no reason. Places like KFC are bad for that reason. Like they have giant warehouses full of chickens. Like if you're a
Yeah,
religious person and if you believe in like you shouldn't do bad things to God's creatures, like KFC is something to be avoided.
yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would never go to KFC in general anyway. I'm not a fried chicken kind of guy. I mean, I'm all for eating some chicken if you got your natural homegrown chickens running your yard and you eat them.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
I'm not about having fried chicken on the bone still. If it's going to be fried, I want basically chicken fingers.
Yeah. Pretty much same here. But like I do believe in eating chicken, but I don't believe in, like fucking giant warehouse of chickens that never see daylight ever being stepped
Right.
on by people. Like I want my shit free range. I want it on a farm. It can be mass produced. It can be a giant chicken farm, but the fucking at least give the little bastards a little bit of freedom. Let them run around. There's no need to be putting them in like a thing that locks their head in place so they can't move, shoving a tube
Right.
down their neck and just filling them full of food to keep them in
Right.
a cage all day. That shit's fucked.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's like genocide or something. It's like genocidal type shit. Like if
Yeah.
you wouldn't be allowed to do that to a higher form of creature ever. Like if you're doing that
Right.
to grizzly bears or something, people would be freaking out. I think
Yeah.
they
Horses
do
or
freak out.
dogs or horses or
Yeah,
dogs or
but it's all right to do with the chickens.
you know. I don't think it is all right, and I think there's a lot of other people who agree that it's not. The problem is the government says it is.
Yeah, I think people need to eat less meat generally, and I'm not saying like vegetarianism, but like 1 or 2 days a week should be considered a day to just eat vegetables.
I do that a lot. I almost use like the a sporadic fasting kind of diet. I don't eat that much. A lot of that has to do with my back hurting, and if I get myself too goddamn full, it makes my back hurt. Like last night, it was pretty bad. I got myself in a bad way last night. I didn't want to drive home before I started drinking. You know what I mean?
Your neck's
And I
all fucked up
started,
from years being a dumbass.
yeah, and I started
Yeah.
drinking last night because my back already hurt too bad to drive, and I wanted to try and numb it in some way. Pretty much. And the smoking wasn't doing it.
I get that too. I got a fucking sore back sometimes. Never went to the doctor about it though. I should though. Did
you see that Snyder cut yet?
No, I still haven't. See,
Oh,
that's
damn.
what I've been saying about not watching anything.
Well, it's not like if you've seen the original film, it's better than that, but it's not much better. It's the same film, it's the same movie, or whatever. People are like exploding. It's all the hype of the internet right now because it's just the newest thing that happened. To get me next week, something else. Be a new Batman film or fucking Captain America or some shit next week. People will be on about that just as much. Just there
Yeah.
hasn't been anything in a while. Hasn't been anything in a while, so people are looking for something to talk about.
Yeah.
The internet needs a new Baby Yoda. That's what they need.
Yeah. Yeah.
When's the next Baby Yoda happening? I need to know this.
He's got a motor ready to try again. You should try headphones. He's got a motor.
I'm gonna have to jump off in a few minutes. I got my plants need watering. What time is it? Oh yeah, get here in a couple minutes.
4:08 here.
You watched Rick and Morty's as well. Rick and fucking Morty. When's the new season of that happening?
See, I started watching Rick and Morty, and I wanted to keep watching it, but it's one of those things that fell off the sides because I didn't have room on the table. I've watched like the first 4 episodes, and that's it.
I don't watch it when it comes out like a weekly episode. I don't watch the weekly episodes, but eventually, like I get around to watching the whole season. I'll splurge watch the whole fucking thing, and it's all right.
Like,
it's funny.
I'm on episode 6 of The Expanse right now. That's what I've been watching is The Expanse.
Yeah, I couldn't get into that one. I tried to get into it. I couldn't. It's like all this fucking goo and stuff. I'm wanting to know what's going on. They're not explaining it to me. Just like, oh, whatever. I get it though. I understand. It's just kind of bored me.
The politics is what's pretty good in that one. I still don't know who's blowing shit up. And it appears that neither Mars nor Earth is blowing up the belters, so don't know yet.
You know that main politic chick, the woman, the old one.
Uh-huh.
The voice.
The one that is the Indian guy's mom on the one with Sheldon Cooper.
All I know is I don't like her. Don't like that actress.
Yeah.
Every time she's on screen, I'm just like, ugh.
I think she always, other than on Big Bang Theory, she's always played evil characters, I think.
Yeah, she does.
On Big Bang Theory, she's Kuthra Polly's mother. That's the Indian guy. He's an astrophysicist or whatever.
Yeah, I remember him. He's the guy who can't talk to girls or something.
Yeah, he totally shuts down unless he gets alcohol in him.
I never got into it. I watched the first couple episodes, like first 3 episodes of season 1, and I just, nah. Just, nah. Laugh track really pisses me off as well. I can't stand the laugh track.
I don't like laugh tracks either. But I see the whole thing is I don't really care for comedies. Comedies bore me in a lot of ways.
I used to like comedies, but not anymore. Like you said, I fell off with them. Just bore me now. I mainly watch stupid sci-fi type shit. But even that's starting to bore me too.
Everything's bored me. That's why I literally haven't watched or read hardly anything in fucking forever. I mean, I've had no TV to turn to during COVID, not because I don't have TV, because I do. Right here, I can turn on fucking NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox affiliate. You know, I can turn on all those over-the-air channels right here on this TV. But I have no desire. I mean, I could, there's channel, like channel 51, that it shows cop shows all day, different ones. So one day it'll show NCIS all day, and the next day it'll show like a goddamn Law and Order all day, and the next one it'll, just continue on that type of cycle.
Hey, I gotta go.
All right, Dave.
I gotta go. I gotta do some stuff. I might be back though if you're still on in like an hour, which probably won't be. Whatever.
Yeah.
See you later.
Later, Dave. You there? He's got a motor? Turn off your camera and turn on your mic. What are you showing there? A seed?
Seed. It's some kind of little beetle or bug or something. It's running around everywhere.
We got lots of the little beetle bugs around here. Why are you making dinosaur noises, man? My bird's making the creepy dinosaur noises like he's mad at something up there in the window. Gonna punch out the glass with his beak or something. All right, everybody. Well, I'm gonna go do the same thing while there's daylight left. I'm gonna go out and water my plants as well. So I'm gonna go do some gardening, and then I'll come surf around and see if anybody else is on tonight. I don't feel like running the stream all night, so I am going to go do some gardening, and then I'll be back and surf around on other people's streams. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.